I lose myself. Can't find my way to not lose you. Why is it so complicated? Nothing makes me confused. No wonder why I'm still in hell. This is the moment come. Now it's time to choose. Ooh, bring me to the dawn. Find you in the end. Don't ever cry for me. Ooh, so tell you all the truth. Tell me the truth. This is the end. I feel I lose myself. Can't find my way to not lose you. Was it so complicated? Nothing makes me confused. No wonder why I'm still in hell.
No, you wouldn't even need to punch through that. Like, you would need no force to break through that.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I know. I've made some like promises that ended up getting broken at some point because I've really been wanting to do this for a very long time now. It's just that, there's just a lot of things that happen in my life, and not gonna lie, there were just a hell of a lot less interesting posts on Reddit for me to judge on. Thank you for that. Oh, follow Kurayami Eris. Thank you so much. Dude, you came right on time. We're about to start this judgmental bullshit that we usually do. Well, I have guests.
Yeah.
Well, I have guests first, though. Oh, okay. And Kota, thank you so much for redeeming first. Welcome. So, yeah, like I there was a lot of things going on in my life that way more interesting than Reddit posts. And not gonna lie, I didn't really need y'all's opinion on who to judge on my life, who that asshole is, because I know for a fact that I am completely innocent and everybody else is the asshole. I'm kidding. But yeah, I have my very good friends over here who I'm pretty sure is just as fucked up as I am. I'm sure at one point they'll feel a little bit offended, but then they'll thank me later. Friends who are here with me to help us drink some tea and be the judge. In that order, not necessarily. But yeah, my friends
What if I
over
don't
here,
like tea?
King.
I don't like you.
Fuck you too, British man.
Fine.
You know what? Let's settle this like our forefathers.
A divorce.
The tea in the harbor.
And the fire on the White House.
Build the wall.
Wait, that's not England.
No.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. So, that tea is just meh. Wait, sorry, I can't read. Nah, King Valid
Nah,
for that.
King
Tea
Valid
is
for
just
that.
meh. Ah, hello
Fuck
all,
yeah,
except
Coda.
British man, the
Fuck
dodgy
yeah.
lad. Hello, dodgy lad, for the first time
Oh
coming in
God,
here.
Dodge. He's one of my moderators. For fuck's sake.
Hi, he came in here to
Fuck's
see you
sake, Dodge.
struggle.
Get dunked on by your mod.
Fuck's
Ha
sake.
ha ha. All right.
That's great.
This is great.
I wish I.
Well,
Uh,
for those that are not familiar with what we do with the Judgmental Zatsu, because like I said, it's been a while. Judgmental Zatsu is basically we read up some posts, some juicy ones, some really gross ones sometimes. It all depends. It's like a roll of the dice here, folks. And then we judge basically if they're an asshole or not, everybody sucks. Or, we just need more explanation and we sort of struggle in our decisions, or really who is the true asshole here, them or us, particularly me. You guys ready?
oh, 100% ready. I am ready to judge my pants off.
All right, what about you?
Wait, what? What if the assholes are really just the friends we made along the way?
Then
Well,
sounds like great company.
yeah, that's true too. I mean, for one thing, you thought you were gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be a straight up asshole to her, and I'm gonna be apologizing for a lot of things here for context, and then I'm like, no, man, there's literally the sky's the limit apparently over here. Doesn't they? Yep. Yeah. I don't get offended all that much up until you're an idiot, and then I get irritated. Anyways, let's get on with the first post. Um, who shall start? Reading. Anybody?
I guess I'll read.
Great.
Ugh.
I guess I'll eat, cause I haven't, and I
All
have
right.
food right here.
Am I the asshole for letting my daughter keep her room?
Yes. Kick her out the house.
Yeah.
No.
Send that bitch to the backyard. She gets the shed.
All right, give
You've
give,
been
give them
demoted
some
to homeless.
context, please. They need some
You've been demoted to
context.
doghouse. No. All
Come
right.
on now.
So my 47 male daughter, Stacy, 15 female, has one of the two rooms in my house, an entire bathroom. It's
What?
large-ish. It's a largish room with a nice bay window. Obviously, very nice.
Why
I've
is your
recently become
daughter
engaged.
47 meters tall?
47 male. Did I say meters?
Oh, I was referring to the okay.
Yeah.
I thought
My
it was
daughter's
just
47 and I'm 15.
Oh no, I thought this daughter was 47 meters tall. My bad.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Attack on Titan.
Just because you
Jesus,
guys are
no.
talking about Attack on Titan does not mean that is possible.
Okay. Apologies.
So I've recently become engaged to my girlfriend of 3 years, Alice, 33 female, and her landlord has recently hiked her rent, so we're planning to have her move in with me. She
Oh,
has
wow.
some kids. She has two daughters, 13 and 10, and two sons, 11 and 9.
Jeez.
She is also pregnant with our daughter doing 5. Jesus fucking, you're the asshole for having too many kids, for one.
Keep it
you
in your
ever heard of
pants, my
Have you
friend.
ever heard of a condom?
Yeah.
No, what's
Apparently
that?
not.
Move on.
Is
Yeah,
that a
just no
type of
balloon
roller
animal.
coaster?
We just know balloon animals here. I've made it absolutely
Yes,
clear to my
I'm
daughter.
afraid, unfortunately, the Snickers wrapper broke.
I've made it absolutely clear to my daughter, as a condition of getting her approval on moving my girlfriend in, that she is allowed to keep her room, and she is also allowed to have a full lock on her door. For what it's worth, I got my son's 24 male blessing to give away his old room, although that's more of a moot point as he lives with his own girlfriend now. My daughter plans to go to school locally, and I have told her in no certain terms that she's welcome to live at home for the rest of my life, and after that, she can inherit the house.
Oh,
I bought the house
bless.
with her mother and paid it off in a large part with her mother's life insurance 10 years ago, so it also seems fair. She says she's all right as long as she has her room and her bathroom, and she's allowed to put a lock on her door. She has a toaster oven and a mini fridge in there, so I guess we're all pretty well set up. I have to
Nice.
sneeze. One second.
Jesus, she's well off.
Right? And besides, I don't see why she has to like not have a lock on her door. For one thing, she's a girl. A lock
Yeah.
is a given, man. Like,
The lock on my door is just a gun. People who enter my room just don't, without my permission, just usually get the cat.
that doesn't necessarily stop your family. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, Stacy will be giving up a room that she is currently using as a studio slash project space. She does art, videos, and voiceovers, etc. Oh, maybe we should hire her.
Maybe.
No,
So
she's
even her
15.
larger. No, that's the daughter. Stacy's. Oh yes, never mind. Never mind. So even her larger room will become a bit more cramped. She'll definitely need the extra space she has. There will be a bedroom for Alice's girls, Stacy's old project room, and Alice's boys will be getting my son's old room. I'm going to be putting in a finished nursery slash bedroom in the basement for our new daughter. Allison thinks that this is unfair. She thinks it is wrong of me to make that decision without her. And she also thinks that she should move her daughters into Stacy's room and that Stacy should have to move to the smaller room
Oh,
that they'll be getting.
what?
The two of them already share a smaller room than the one I'm moving them into as they're getting an upgrade regardless. Alice thinks that it is not fair for Stacy to have a bathroom all day to herself
What?
and that there won't be enough bathrooms for everyone else. She also disapproves of Stacy being able to lock everyone out.
What?
There were other small things that she didn't like that I agreed to with Stacy, like the fact that she is to be paid for any babysitting, or the fact that my older car, her mom's old car, and hers
It's rude.
is hers when she gets her driver's license. It sounds like you're the asshole for just letting this woman into your life. Jesus Christ.
This woman is having a lot of problems that she shouldn't be having in the first place.
Yeah, it's a lot of entitlement issues.
Right.
Sounds of it.
I mean,
We'll have
the
our own
thing
bath. Go ahead.
The thing is, this woman, she has no entitlement to the house until they marry. She has no entitlement to assets.
Well,
No.
she
Unless
doesn't
there's
even
some
have that because of the fact that she already promised that the dad already said that the house will be hers. I'm pretty sure he's got that in a will or
Oh
something.
yeah, I mean, if it's already in the will, then yes, fair enough. But it sounds like she's being horrendously, what's the word, picky with the rooms. Because like the thing, admittedly, I don't know the room sizes for these sorts of things, but everybody in the house is being accommodated for. Arguably, and by the looks of things, they're being accommodated for in a better way than the house they were already in.
Let's finish it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and
yeah.
then
I
I'll
was
give
gonna
my
say
answer.
because like he states it in there. Regardless, they're getting an upgrade. Like
Yeah.
that should say enough.
No problem. We'll have our own
Okay,
bathroom.
so we'll have our own bathroom in the master bedroom, and the house has 3 other bathrooms besides one on each floor. One near what will be the girls' room, one not far from what will be the boys' room, and one one will be basically directly next to the new finished room.
Oh, it's
I
getting
told
more
Alice
built.
that my deal with Stacy is non-negotiable. It's set in stone, and it is literally a condition of her ever even moving in. Alice is upset that Stacy and I both have spaces completely dedicated to ourselves. I have my office, which I need because I work from home and I have projects besides, and there aren't a whole lot of other spaces to put people. I told her she can pretty much do what she wants in the living room, but that it is what it is, and there's pretty much nothing that can be done about it. A bigger house is not an option unless Alice is going to start making a hell of a lot of money and buy her own bigger house. It's already a pretty big house, and the house is expensive. I told her that she's already getting a break by me only expecting her to contribute 15 or 20% to household bills. If we are
Jesus.
doing it proportionally, it would be 25 to 30%. We keep separate finances, and we've already agreed to a prenup. Alice just seems upset that I won't change the setup, even though there will be no real way to change it. She's accused me of treating Stacy like a quote unquote spoiled little princess and letting her be the quote unquote queen of the house. It's her fucking house, lady. Okay. Frankly, my daughter comes first. She lives here. She's lived here all her life, and I already know it's going to be a big adjustment having all these kids move in. As much as I love Alice and as much as I want our relationship to work out, if it's a matter of choosing between the two of them, then my relationship with Alice is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I told her that if she comes into this wicked stepmother vibes, it will be the end of things. She thinks I'm being unreasonable. And my asshole, boy, you started this thing off in a horrible note, but no, you are not the fucking asshole. In fact, you're a king. Remove my crown and give it to you. I can go down to the 99-cent store, pick up another one. But like, holy fuck. Like, the fact that you were just like, hey, don't be coming up here with your red flags and your toxic vibes and your stepmother bullshit, brooding shit. Like, you're a sacrifice. Yeah, I'm giving you a luxury. I'm bringing you into my home. I could have kept you on the streets. Instead, I'm bringing you in. Be fucking great. Like,
Kept you on
okay,
the
maybe not
streets.
that far. Maybe not that. Maybe not that far. But like, it's like seriously, like he's like the fact that he's like my daughter comes first because that's your blood. That's your family, man. The fact that like you like, hey, this, yeah, you're creating another family with this, but she's part of your original family. Like, man's a goat. Man's a goat.
Okay. Like,
I've said my piece.
no. No.
Drop the mic, walk away.
So, there's a lot of shit is going on here, and mostly it's because of fucking Alice. Like, first of all, bitch, you're coming in here with a lot of fucking baggage, and not a whole lot of something great. I mean, if anything, the only thing that he actually has, like, an actual responsibility to is that new baby that's growing in your belly. But otherwise, you're carrying like 4 fucking baggage that he doesn't really need to be bringing in here. You know what I mean? Like, she has absolutely no reason to fucking complain, because like she can't afford her old living space, for one. That's why she's moving in with them. And second of all, like, be fucking grateful. Like, either way, as he said, it's a fucking upgrade from the shithole you were living with in previously with all your kids by yourself. And the proportions that I was talking about earlier to contribute in household builds, stuff like that. Frankly speaking, if he was going to like do the math properly, she should be contributing way more than he should be, because she has like 4 other children. He has 1.5 that's growing over her. And okay, let's make it maybe okay. He wants to be responsible for like her ass too. He'll pay for her. That's still 3 more than the 4 that she's bringing in. And like what does she have to, like, what does she have against the girl having her own room and her own bathroom and all that stuff? Like, she's lived there for all of her life, and like, bitch, like, she had to fucking decide whether or not her father's fine with your asses coming over in her house. So he's not letting her be the queen of the house. She is the queen of the house. So you should pay respect to the queen, for one thing. At least that's what I think. So what do you, Best Brett?
What I think that she doesn't understand is that when you're marrying into a family, you are not going to be top priority if that family already has a kid.
Yes.
And that's just a fact. This is something that she does not seem to understand. And I find that disgusting, to be honest.
Very.
That this woman who has the entitlement to think that she has the right to basically demand her children have something more when they're already getting an upgrade. Especially when the only thing she's really bringing to the table in terms of positive is another child.
Yeah.
And
one could argue it might not be that big of a positive. Just saying.
Plus, on top of that, bear in mind, from what we've already been able to see and from what I can judge, she's 32, right? And she had these children.
I think she's like 33 or 34 or something like that. So she had
33,
them when she was
34.
young.
Oldest
Yeah,
one
she
is
had these
13.
kids when she was young, meaning she's very
20.
likely she's very likely dropped out of education. She's only now getting a driver's license. So in terms of In terms of
No.
employment,
Stacy is getting the
Stacy's
driver's
getting her driver's
license.
license.
oh oh, it's worse. Stacy could very possibly be more independent and more capable of handling herself than Alice.
She is
So
more capable
personally,
of handling herself. Like
personally,
she's
at
got
this
her,
point,
she's
all
got a
the
little self-efficient.
so personally at this point, all the more to Stacy. Alice, you are fucking lucky that you're being taken into consideration to be in this man's life. And I think there's just an essence of gratitude that she needs to be able to understand rather than being a little spoiled bitch.
Oh. I really
yeah.
wish that we had a full send button or something like that was easy, but instead instead it says something else different. Because my God, man, like drop the mic or something. Fuck.
But yeah, as a result, do I think that this man is the asshole? Yes. No, absolutely not.
I think
No.
he's the asshole by bringing this into Stacy's life. That's about it, though.
No, I
Oh,
do
right.
feel bad for Stacy about this, though.
I feel bad for. Well, yeah. Well, hopefully she doesn't know anything that's going on over this, and like this bitch hasn't gone over this guy's head and been like, "Hey, Stacy, we need to talk. We need to meet outside." I would have been like, "Okay," and
Sorry, Stacy. You're adopted. I am your father, but you're going to the orphanage.
let's see if the comments first. And actually, when I saw this post, there's actually an update after this. Mm-hmm. So you're not the asshole, but I hope you plan to keep a close eye on how Alice treats her daughter after she moves in, because the way she's talking about your daughter is a huge red flag. GF has herself a place
Agreed.
for her and her kids, and she's got another one on the way. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. I'd pay her fucking rent before I'd let her and her kids move in.
Oh, that's a good
God.
You know
point.
what?
Yeah.
See
That's
that?
actually a very
Hear
good
me out.
point. Like, because her
See
daughter's
that?
like the
Ooh.
kid's still going to school, like, and not even in college. Like, still
Yeah.
15. That's high school.
Yeah.
So like the fuck is she on about?
Yeah. Like
Like high school
maybe.
kids need their space.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
what was the oldest out of the bunch? Oldest out of the crotch goblins or the girl? It was like what,
14,
13?
I think.
13.
14?
Oldest
14
out of
or
the crotch
13.
goblins.
13. Yeah. You know what I was doing at 13 years old? Mind you, the living efficacy wasn't great. I was told go if I wasn't at school, go outside, and I got the door locked behind me.
That
I
doesn't
got
happen to
into
me.
so many shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I called them shenanigans because they were so shitty. Like I found ways to do shit, man. Like all I needed a room for was to sleep
Mm.
when I was young, man. Like,
Damn.
but when you're in high school, you got shit that you need to have. Like you need to have room. You need to have space.
Mm.
It is ridiculous, even for someone like me who sleeps all the time in high school because fuck school.
Oh, look. This appears to be a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home already, and that is not enough for her. She's certainly a choosing beggar. Yeah, she gives me that vibes too. A choosing beggar. Bet's rent didn't go up. She just wants an excuse to move in and take over. Ooh, that's a good point. Maybe she was lying
Leech.
about that. I think it's actually 5-bed, 5-bathroom. I read it as main bedroom plus Stacy's bedroom or en-suites, and then there's 3 other bathrooms, which makes her comment about them not having easy enough access to the bathrooms. I think that was a complaint. Insane. The house I grew up in was a 3-bed, 1-bath, maybe 1.5. Shower and bath were separate, room to toilet, and we were 2 parents, 4 kids, all about 1 year apart from each other. Ooh, wow. Yikes. Kids shared rooms, and I don't remember any major drama over the bathroom. Okay. It's a power play. Alice wants to see how far she can push to get what she wants. It upsets her that she can't force his daughter out. How is she supposed to get that bigger house? She can't even get him to force his daughter to move. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ooh, the plot thickens. Alright, ready for that update, bitches?
If only the plot was as thick as Alice's skull.
Alright, update. Alright, let me read those.
Alright. I'll continue. I got a lot of eye-opening insights and advice from my post, so I feel it's worth giving everyone an update, especially considering developments. Ooh, I love developments. Um, First, to address a few questions that seem to keep coming up before I lost the ability to read each and every reply, although I'm still trying. My son, 24, is my child from a previous relationship before I met and married my late wife.
Oh.
He has his
Aw.
own provisions in my will, and he is quite aware that the house goes to his sister. At least he knows. My own sister is to become guardian of my daughter if anything happens to me. I love my sister as dearly as I love anyone, and she and her niece love each other and get along great.
Mm.
I trust her completely if, God forbid, anything should happen to me. Yes, the basement is an unusual place for a nursery. No, it's not. You built that thing proper. Okay, okay, hold on. Put a pin
I
in
mean,
that.
so
Put a
long
pin
as
in.
it's not prone to flooding, you'll be fine.
Yeah, so long,
Mm.
you carpet that piece. You put
I
a.
want to be in
I've
the
seen a lot
basement.
of I've seen a lot of nice basements. My basement is a murder basement. Literally, a guy got murdered down there before we moved in. But anyway, that's besides the point.
My
Um,
basement doesn't exist.
Well, we don't have a
uh,
basement
y-
either. That's not a
uh,
thing over here.
yes, the basement is an unusual place for a nursery,
You heard
but
nothing,
I was
Coda.
trying.
You did not.
You heard nothing. You heard nothing.
You heard nothing.
um, The basement is an unusual place for a nursery, but I was trying to make people fit where they could go. The move was supposed to be happening within a month, and Alice's older kids needed rooms now. Meanwhile, the baby isn't going to be born for about another 5 months, so she could go into the room that isn't made yet. I honestly figured we could keep a crib in our room for a bit, and after that, it's no big deal for a kid to have a room in a finished basement. Also, honestly, I didn't want to move my office. It's been where it is forever, and I didn't want to move it. I can admit that. We've had the beginnings / groundwork of a finished basement since forever. There was just never any reason to really put a move on it. It was a big change to go from having more room than we needed with just me and Stacy rattling around the house to suddenly scrambling for space and not having enough. It was an obvious spot where an additional bedroom could go, but not a spot where a bedroom is now.
Mm-hmm.
Alice and I had talked about marriage and children more or less in the abstract on many occasions,
More?
and we
You're
both
already
wanted to
gonna
get
have
married at
six.
some point. If things continued to work out, and I wanted to have more kids, although this pregnancy was quite unexpected. It was also Alice's pregnancy combined.
Hey, what
No.
happened to him? Oh God.
Oh, I'm still here. Sorry. Chief over here started growling at Peanut.
Mm.
Even though Peanut is laying down, and Chief literally walked over to him, and then he started growling.
Oh, see, it's a reenactment. It's a dog animal reenactment of Alice and Stacy.
Yeah, well, one of them is going to get a foot in their head if they don't stop growling at each other.
Yeah, fuck you,
Um,
Alice.
it was Alice's pregnancy combined with the rent hike on her place that accelerated the timetable of things from what it is worth. The rent hike is real. I've seen the paperwork, and I literally have no reason to suspect the baby is not mine.
Mm.
But
Well-
yes, the only reason why we got engaged so recently is because Alice got pregnant. The only reason why Alice and her kids would be moving in with me so suddenly is because she likely needed to move somewhere. And I'd obviously like to be responsible for her, be near, and raising my upcoming daughter. To me, it made sense for my daughter to live with me. I never wanted to be an absentee part-time parent or to not have time or shared space with my child. The circumstances all made sense, at least until now. I was definitely
Do you want me to
I was
help you?
why?
You kind of sound like you're sniffling, and you really need me to take over reading.
No, it's all good. My
Okay.
nose just keeps getting blocked.
All right.
So, um, yeah, it's just a freaking thing that I'm dealing with. I was definitely wary of Alice, paying more attention to her, especially after the many, many comments that I read. I came to Reddit to get a sanity check on whether or not I was being an asshole about my condition to Stacy, not to try to actually make any kind of major life or relationship changes, but I didn't want to turn a blind eye either. It was Friday, and Stacy texted me asking for advice or asking for her allowance. I was with Alice at the time, and I went ahead and let the subject come up. I give Stacy $100 a week. That's
Nice.
not that bad.
What?
Um,
I've never seen that amount of money in my life when I was like having an allowance.
Well, I guess for me, like my mom didn't do allowances. She would let us have stuff if we needed it, but we had to justify it. The only time where we would get stuff is based on our grades for summer.
Bitch,
And
that
it
never
would be
happened
like
to
you
me
got it.
either.
Yeah. Like I think if we got an A, it was $20,
Oh, wow.
and then like B, it's 15. C was 10. D was you didn't get anything for a D, and if you got an F, you had to give back money. I think it was like you had to give
Wow.
back like $5.
For me, just to add to to this, like she is getting $100 a week, and I'm like, bitch, I wish I was Stacy now. Like this isn't high school, this is college. I had to fucking fight my mom for 250 pesos a day, and she increased that to 500 per day, and that's like how much was that? 500? No, yeah. No, wait. 500. No, that happened. The 500 allowance was when not in college, graduate school, for law school. So, yeah, my stuff in college was from 250, and I told her to that's not going to fly cuz I commute, and I take, my I pay, my the money I pay for bus fare, for Jeep fare, I take from that money as well, 250 pesos per day. So I told her I won't be able to eat. Um so she's like, and I go, 6 days a week. So she's like, okay, increases it to fucking 350. She added 100. You know how much 350 is now at the very least? You know how much it is?
At least one.
350 HP to USD. $5.98.
You can get a foot long for the subway. Not really much else.
350, I
I
don't
mean-
know, 350 times 6? Let's just like compute it. 3 times 6, 2100. 2100. So that's what I get in a week, PHP. To
Wait, there's 6
USD.
days a week?
Because I go to school, go to college 6 days a week. So yeah, that's my in a week, $36.
Jesus Christ.
And when I tell her that I need to buy so and so books, like if I hadn't had that argument in front of my father about it, I would still be paying for those things from my own pocket too.
Jesus. I know your mom was terrible. Good God.
Eh. Love the Flareon cursor. Thank you. I love it too. But yeah, that was my thing. Oh wait, I feel that I need to go see a doctor. Lol. All right. Yeah, that's my thing. That's why I want $100 a week. Anyways, so where'd you stop? We stopped.
I give Stacy $100 a week.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
All right. I give Stacy $100 a week. Alice thinks that this is crazy and expensive. She thinks it's
Excessive.
improper, and she brought it up to me as an example of how she thinks I'm raising Stacy like a spoiled princess. She said as much again. She said as much again when I told her I was sending Stacy her allowance, but this time Alice also asked if her kids would get the same allowance after we got married.
What?
I told her that someday our new daughter would probably get an allowance just like Stacy does, but there's no way I would had any plans for shelling out an extra $400 a week for her other kids. Alice got upset. She said Stacy wastes my money on shoes and makeup. She previously criticized Stacy for wearing fancy sneakers, high heels, and makeup, and said I was showing favoritism and that is a form of abuse. Okay, I can't wait until the end of it. Bitch, those are not his kids. They are not his responsibility.
Mm.
Like, you decided to get fucking shot up with an old baby daddy, maybe 4 other baby daddies. Who knows?
Whoa.
You could be, from the streets. But hey, like, you got fucking 4 kids, and the only one that he needs priority on is his biological kids and the kid that is right now is brewing in your fucking stomach. That is the only thing. Like, oh, like it is so irritating. Where it's just like, oh, well, how come my kids can't eat their food? Bitch, call up the baby daddy. Call up that baby daddy and ask him, hey, can I get a McDonald's meal? Can I get a cravings box? Can I get a fucking chalupa? I don't care.
What's
Like,
a chalupa?
I don't know. I'm going off, and it sounded like a
It's
food
a
thing.
brand
I don't
new
know if it's,
food that's just been created.
Oh.
it's a brand new food. It's rice and beans and cheese and something. I don't know.
It's rice, beans, cheese, and this leaf I found outside.
This specific leaf. It has to be this specific leaf. But
this
no, like
specific
it is.
leaf, if you're feeling fancy, grab the nearest rodent. I got
No.
a rat.
Like it, I get so tired, and it's not
Food
just
and
Reddit.
fry
I hear it on Reddit all the time, and then I listen to these like I don't really listen to the podcast, but like clips from podcasts and stuff. Sometimes I will actually go to a podcast and listen to it, but like the entitlement of parents that have children that move into other relationships and expect the other person to treat their kid the same as their other kid, even though, and yes, I say parents because it is not just females are a majority of it, however it is not just them, I cannot say that. So like it is both parents because both parents do it, but like it's just fucking nuts because how am I going to sit there like how can I realistically how can I sit there and be okay with and also expect someone to be like, oh yeah, this is Derek, he is my 15-year-old child, I had him a while ago with another person. Here is Tiffany, she is 12 years old, I had her with another person, I had this one with another person, I had this one with another person, I have yours brewing inside me. However, you're going to treat all of them the exact same as your biological children.
No.
Pay up. Like, no, absolutely not. She is, it's, I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny that her name is Alice, and it's either her real name or a very clever pseudonym because of the fact that she's in fucking La La Land right now.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to go off on it. I get so tired of seeing that. I get so tired of, it's one of the things that upsets me so much because you cannot weaponize your children. You can't. It's so aggravating.
God damn, you've gone on for that long there to replace the original best bet with a different one.
Now we got the best Scott.
Congratulations. It took that long of an amount of time they had to replace the one narrator with a different one.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I got
The
really
original one.
heated. It took me
He's
so long
very
to
passionate about
the
these
shame.
kinds of things, especially since he's not planning on having any children.
I don't. Yeah, I can't have. I don't want to have kids, but the fact that this happens makes me sick. Like if I did become a parent, I would never treat a child like this. I would never weaponize my child, especially to my future partner. Like, oh my god, it's just, oh god.
So,
Sorry.
obviously,
I get
there's a
really
lot of
angry about
tea
this.
happening in this Judgmental Zatsu episode today. We are extremely passionate in judging other people. So, if you have any other stories
30
that you kind
minutes
of
and
want to
we're
talk about, let's just go on and share them all up in here. We kind of like judging other people for the crap that they do to others. Because we are certainly above blame. All right, let's continue now, shall we? Can I read that for you? I
Yeah.
feel like you need to. Mm-hmm.
I need to. No,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I
Okay.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't remember where I started off. I kind of
My
blacked out
dad
a little
left
bit.
because I attempted to milk the dog. Am I the asshole?
What?
The dodgy lad.
Was the
said-
dog- Was a dog
that
a
Dodge?
male?
My dad left because I attempted to milk the dog. Am I the asshole?
Was that Dodge?
Yes.
Yeah, that was dodgy.
That's bullshit. It's such bullshit.
You attempted to milk the what? See, I was gonna be very concerned because I'm like, is it a like? Originally, I was like, oh, is that a male dog you tried to milk? But then I'm sitting there and I'm like, can you milk a female dog? Would you
Can you
want to milk a female dog?
No.
I feel like the milk would taste really like
God's
bad.
sake, Dodge.
It'd be like liquid spam.
Let's read
Why
it.
you think? Why are you thinking about it?
I don't know. They put me on the topic. All right. She said that whatever money was going to the kids should be split evenly amongst them. I agree, amongst your children. Uh, when I shrugged and told her that that wasn't going to happen and that wasn't going to cut that I wasn't going to cut Stacy's allowance, she snapped at me and said that a man living alone with his daughter and doting her like
Doting.
I do is doting her like I do is creepy and incestuous.
Woo!
She said, "You just replaced your dead wife with your daughter, and you need to stop." Bitch, get out of the house! Oh my god! Get out of the house!
Oh my god.
Leave! Kick her out! She's for the streets!
You've just replaced your dead wife with your daughter. You need to stop. Sure.
Oh my god.
That was it.
That's too far.
Let me-
Oh,
You're
no,
done.
I want to read
You're
this.
gone.
I want to
don't-
read this more. I want to read this.
You read it. I'm going for a smoke.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna.
That was it. Sure, I've ignored a lot of red flags up till now, but that was it. She started trying to tell me about how it's unhealthy for me to be so close with Stacy, and how she didn't want her kids to be neglected, and how she wanted to be treated as an equal if we were gonna get married. But I interrupted her, and I told her, I don't think we should be getting married. I told her that I don't want her moving in, and that we were going to need to work something else out. To be perfectly honest, my sister, my brother, and some of my friends have expressed some of the same misgivings about Alice that I've read, although they were generally a lot more gentle about it. I was in love with her. In fact, I'm still in love with her, and I wasn't seeing things clearly. I told her that I would always and definitely make sure that our child has a roof over her head, but that she was gonna have to work something out for herself and her kids on her own. Obviously, we had a huge fight. She screamed at me. She called me a heartless bastard. She blamed Stacy for trying to sabotage our relationship. She guilt-tripped me about her cost of living and how I'm in an empty house all by myself. Gaslighting! She also guilt-tripped me about the stress on the baby and that I actually do feel bad and worry about that. She eventually broke
Yeah,
down,
baby.
crying, and told me to leave. Wow. In the past 10 years, it was the first relationship with a woman
Wow.
I've had that became, quote-unquote, serious. I love her, and this hurts. It hurts a hell of a lot. I told Stacy that she didn't have to bother moving her stuff out of the other room, that Alice wasn't coming, and we hugged. She asked if this was her fault, and I told her no. I told her I honestly feel like marrying Alice would have been a mistake, even if the two of them could have been best buddies. I always wanted to have a few more kids, and I've missed having a wife, but things don't always happen the way we want. So I'm pretty sure my relationship with Alice is effectively over, even if we're going to be raising a child together for the foreseeable future. My new daughter can have my son's old room whenever we work out whatever custody agreement we end up working out. I'm not sorry to be having another kid, even if I really wish the circumstances could be better. The red flags were always there. I guess it's better that I noticed them now instead of even later.
Oh my god! Like I agree. While you were reading that, I was reading this first comment. Wow, she went from entitled to gross in one fell swoop. 50-50 custody of your second daughter is the way forward. No, not
No.
like I agree. I agree with the first half of that, but the 50-50 custody, fuck that. Take that kid away from that. You can use everything that she has brought up to the court and be just like, hey. I mean, mind you, nowadays the court's very skewed against males and more or less fathers in court. So
I don't know, but
like-
hold up though. I mean, he could very well just depends on a lawyer, obviously, but he could very well
it
just
does
say
depend on
that.
the lawyer.
Like, hey, so she can't afford her rent. She has 4 other kids to support. I've got me and my daughter in a very big house, and I have a very steady
Yeah.
income, or larger than Alice. Which one it's gonna be, buddy?
I would say the best outcome for him is to get awarded full custody, or if anything, get the majority of the custody. So
Thank
it's like
you,
a like
Coda.
an 85-30 or 85-20. Like-
The math, you're mathing. My
The
good
math does not math. 85.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
105% of the child.
Yes. But like, I don't know. Just you started off
Good
this
night,
episode
Coda.
with a great one. With a
Hey, we go
with
back.
a great one to
we
be
go
judged.
we go back with a bang here.
Oh my god! Like
Great.
I've never gotten so passionate about something in so long.
Brit,
And all of a
please.
sudden this happened.
Yes.
Thoughts.
Honestly, I don't blame this guy for cutting things off with Alice, or at least working to do so,
Mm.
since this girl walks in to somebody else's house, bear in mind, and has the nerve not only to do what was in the original post,
Mhm.
but to then tell this man to leave his own house.
Yeah, that one was the audacity.
Honestly, the one thing that I can tremendously respect about this guy is his patience to put up with Alice in this situation.
Mhm.
If it were me, she'd have been gone. She'd be gone already. She would have been gone before you could have finished that fucking paragraph.
Before she could have even like done any of that.
Her
on the
and her
ground.
however many children.
I mean, to be honest, like the only thing I kind of like was a little bit upset about. I mean, I guess he can't control it. Obviously, he's still in love with her despite the fact that she pretty much accused him of being incestuous to his own daughter. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
How are you still in love with that?
Yeah, at that point, like I don't think I don't think if I was in this guy's shoes, if like I think I would have been able to I would have been fine for the most part, would have been able to keep control. But like I never advocate for slapping people, but she needed a slap in her head. And I think at that point, that would have been like the hardest slap I could have like physically brought out. Like slap heard across the world.
Mm-mm. I mean,
Oh.
I don't typically advocate for violence in that way, but yeah, she needed to be slapped by somebody.
Slapped so hard the baby popped out and went, damn, my cheek still hurts.
Oh god, no, my goodness. All right,
Oh.
let's go to the next one. My, we're having the time of our
Oh,
lives
dear,
today,
oh,
don't
dear.
we? This one we saw earlier today. Would you like to do this one, Bright?
Sure, hang on. Let me have a look at this. Right. Would I be the arsehole if I were to challenge my wife on her period management? Let me get my fucking spectacles. I'm about to lose it with my wife. I don't know the in-depth difficulties of tracking and managing the time of the month, but she is always getting caught out. I've never lived with a woman before my wife, but... So, I'm not sure if this is the norm. Our mattress is covered in period bloodstains, and the first one appeared within 3 days of getting it, which I was really mad about, understandably, by the way. But I didn't bring it up. Many of our sheets are stained, too. She often leaves underwear with messy... Oh, gross. Just on the bedroom or bathroom floor. If she's had to resort to using toilet roll, it's sometimes left in the toilet without flushing. She sometimes leaves her used pads on the bed and then goes to work. We recently got a dog and she...
I'm gonna throw up.
Right.
Like
No.
I legit am about to throw
I
up.
don't
Like,
even
oh
need
Jesus.
to finish this, and I know this man is not the asshole.
No, he's not the asshole.
Do
Jesus
you want to
Christ.
continue reading this, or do you want me to continue
Sure.
it?
I don't know. This isn't going to make me sick. This is fine.
Okay.
There have been times when I have mentioned some of those, some of the above, with response along the lines of, grow up, it's just some blood. At least you only have to look at it, you know, again, at how awful it is for a woman. Paraphrasing. I've always been grossed out by period blood, and that's my problem/choice. Since the first time I've looked down and saw my... Oh my. Covered in blood, I decided that's something I'd prefer not to go near again, and as juvenile as that may sound to some, I think that's okay. I've never tried to make anybody feel bad about it, but I've mentioned that boundary. The only parallel I could think of would be if I were to have used tissues around the house after jerking off, or to outright just do it on the bed and leave it to dry. Which I'd obviously never do, but that's probably not a far comparison. Would I be the arsehole if I were to bring this up and ask her to do something different? Right, I'm gonna jump straight on this shit. No, you would not, because this is, like, for one thing, it's bad socially. Because, like, can you imagine if you had a visitor over and you forgot to clean up? Just all of a sudden, and you've got stains on your bed, you've got them in the bathroom, you haven't flushed them down.
That's not even the
'Cause
bad
none of
part. Like, a used pad is on the fucking bed.
And the dog's licking it.
And the guest
If you have
walks in.
any condition, that dog is going to probably pick it up. On top of that, to top it off, the fact that it's been left around there just to basically rot. Do you have any idea how fucking unsanitary that is as well? Like,
Oh, don't worry. It's
this
just
is-
a little bit of blood. Like,
Shut
it
the
doesn't
f-
matter if it's
up.
blood.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Alright. As
Like, that is so ridiculously unsanitary. You're basically asking for your room to end up looking like Resident Evil 7. Like, for fuck's
Well
sake,
done.
lady. No.
Alright. As the only woman in here, bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey, Lucas World, by the way. As the only woman in here who actually
You're a
has.
woman?
Yes, I am, actually. Well, surprisingly enough to some. I am actually a woman vagina and all. It's everything there is on the up and up. It's real. 100%.
Oh
No.
my god.
Yeah. So I also experienced these period things or period managements. Always I have that. Let me start this off by apologizing to this man for this clearly a failure of a woman. We're I think I can speak for everyone, all of womanhood that we're gonna say that she's a different species altogether. Okay, so none of the things that she's done I have ever done, like mattress covered in period bloodstains. Sure, that's something that happens to us, especially me. I'm a heavy. Okay, this is gonna get a little bit grossed out, especially to you guys both. So don't be a bit more sensitive with the blood and shit. But I have heavy flows, especially in the first and second day. I get, I stay in my bed. It happens. But you know what works out right after? Hydrogen peroxide, that's what it is. You clean that shit up right after. Or you change the fucking sheets right after. And then wash that damn thing. And don't let it, don't let it dry up or something like that. Leaves underwear with heavy blood on the bathroom floor. No, bitch, you wash that. You put it in the laundry. You wash that shit immediately with the rest of her clothes. Or even for some others, sometimes they do this, especially with heavy blood. We wash it immediately, like after we fucking go to the shower. It's just it because it'll smell, you dumbass. She has to resort to using a toilet roll if it's sometimes left in the toilet without flushing. I don't put that shit. It'll clog, you dumbass. You put that in the bin after you roll it up inside of a plastic. You cover that up. Sometimes I even double bag it. Because after you roll it up, that's just like proper hygiene. And then you put it on the garbage bin. And then, actually, even before you let it, pass for like a fucking week, blood tends to smell. Obviously, I know that. So you kind of throw it like in advance. That's how much of a fucking bother period is. But gotta do it. Because, you don't want that fucking infestation happening all over. That you don't want fucking flies coming over all that and just circling around in your fucking garbage. No! And you don't want your dogs going after and just licking after everything. No, that's just nasty. And you definitely don't put used pads on the bed. Like, if you're going to put your any kind of pad on the bed, it's unused, and then it'll only be there for like a minute tops. Because why? You're changing clothes because you just got out of a shower and you're putting the pad on your panties. And then you go to work. That's it. You don't leave your used pads on the bed. That's disgusting. And then you go to work. Like, bitch. Like, Have you never heard of a trash bin? Like, what is this? Seriously, it's just probably the same, but a tampon. It's just, oh my god, that's so nasty. It's nasty. Ugh. She is not one of us. Like, I'm pretty sure other women have, like, have not done this. If they have, join this creature in whatever kind of species they're bound to make and let it be extinct. Because that's just wrong. And that brings a bad name to the rest of the womankind. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We are not like this. Please don't lump us with this individual.
Bear in mind, Red, this is his first experience with living with a woman.
Oh my goodness. Please don't lump us with her. There are other... break it off. Oh my god. That is nasty. How old is she? How old are they? Look at what happened to
I
King.
don't fucking know.
It's a good question.
He didn't mention, but like...
Yeah, he
Oh,
didn't
wait,
mention
oh my
the
god.
ages, but old enough to know better.
Oh,
My guess is that they are
they're
a young-
married. They're married. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I'm grossed out by how my wife manages her monthly cycle and want her to make some changes. Two, I'm not sure if it's reasonable to challenge her on this, as I've never lived with another woman, so I want her opinions. Okay, well, no, that okay. Sure.
My guess is that this is a young couple. However, even if you are married, you should be old enough to know better.
Yeah, like
Even like,
I
my
know
God,
freaking-
unless you were raised in like the biggest fucking shithole. Like
This
that
sounds
is
like
the
a-
only way I can physically think of it.
like the only other way that I could really justify this story is that it's clearly a rage bait. Like I know it's probably not a rage bait because he's putting so much detail into it, but like there's no way that someone could be this like just disgusting.
I mean, we like okay, so
We've ran into some pretty disgusting people, but it's usually just their poor attitude and entitlement.
but I
But
don't
like
know, you
this
know.
is genuinely disgusting. This is like if I shit my pants and I never, or this is like essentially the equivalent of like if I if I took a shit all the time in the toilet and I
then
didn't
never
fucking
flush.
wipe.
Ew.
No, I never wiped.
Ew.
Like
Ew.
that's the equivalent of this. That's the equivalent of this. So when he's just like, oh, like it's just me like jacking off, and then I just let it like dry everywhere. That's not that bad. Like the equivalent of this for guys would be literally just never wiping.
It's basic etiquette, and like okay, so if he was like complaining about like the bare minimum, like oh she kind of like leaves it, she marks the fucking bed sheet. I mean, it happens actually. Like sometimes once I like use the hydrogen peroxide, especially if it's like new sheets, and like after I use hydrogen peroxide to remove the blood stains, like what do I fucking do? Like I would literally, even though it's a little bit uncomfortable, I'll put like like a pad, not a. It's similar to a pee pad, but like like those like, adult things if I have them, or and this is like uncomfortable, but you gotta do what you gotta. But like newspaper, I'll put it underneath me, so that it won't stain my bed. That's just how it is.
Ah, man, what? Why'd you choose such good ones today?
I don't know. Like I said, like I mean, before there weren't a lot of good stuff, and the good stuff was happening in my life, and I wasn't about to let people know about that shit, unless they were we were up close and personal and shit. So yeah, obviously we let me get my gavel, my very pretty gavel over here. All right, is he not the a-hole?
Not the asshole.
Yep. And then the other one, clearly it was not the asshole too. Right. These people are not the assholes for now. We will go to the next one. Nope, not that one. There we go. Oh, I'll read this. Am I the asshole for, well, there's already someone here, but let's, ignore that and just keep reading. Am I the asshole for standing my ground and letting a friendship end because of a bridezilla? I, 30-year-old female, attended a friend's wedding where my fiance was a groomsman. The bride and I became close during our wedding planning, talking daily and sharing details. She initially asked me to be a bridesmaid, retracted the offer, asked again, and then retracted it again. As the wedding approached, she relied on me for emotional support, particularly about issues with her maid of honor, who was problematic and almost got kicked out. Fast forward to the wedding weekend. For context, the Airbnb to the venue is 1 hour. And the bride's house is in the middle. We all stayed in an Airbnb at the bride's request. She asked me to pick up the wedding cake, which was an hour from an Airbnb and 2 hours from the venue. I agreed. Later, I was asked to pick up supplies from her house and bring them to the Airbnb, which I also did. She's getting treated like an Uber. While the bridal party was at rehearsal, me and my friend, Kayla, were tasked with setting up a Mamma Mia night for the bride after one bridesmaid ran out of time. However, although Kayla and I were initially told we were invited, when it started, the maid of honor slammed the door on us, saying it was for bridesmaids only. One bridesmaid, Amanda, started making advances toward my fiance and other married men, saying she didn't care if they were married. Jamie, another friend, overheard this and told Kayla and me. Come Saturday, wedding day, I helped decorate the bridal suite, which another bridesmaid failed to do. What is wrong with the bridesmaids? I also steamed 6 groomsmen's suits, since I was the only one with a steamer, and they were all horribly wrinkled. The wedding was poorly organized. No non-alcoholic drinks except water, reused unrinsed cups, and insufficient food, dry, cold pasta. The bride ignored Kayla, Jamie, and me the entire time. After the wedding, Amanda continued to make advances, the filthy little slut. Sunday, I do barbecue. The bride confronted me in the bathroom. I explained everything, but she dismissed it as a miscommunication. When Amanda continued her inappropriate behavior, I warned the bride I would handle it. Amanda's advances continued, even spreading her legs in front of the men. Many people, including the groom's family and friends, noticed Amanda's behavior and asked us about it. Later, Amanda boxed me in when I tried to talk to my fiancé, exaggerating her reaction when I bumped her with my elbow, throwing herself onto the couch, spreading her legs in the air, all while in a dress. The bride cracked and started yelling and screaming at everyone. Monday, we'd had enough. The bride was yelling at everyone to clean the Airbnb. Kayla, Jamie, and I decided we were done, packed up, didn't help, and waited to say goodbye. The bride ignored my attempt to say goodbye and subsequently blocked us on social media. I was used and taken advantage of throughout the entire friendship. Never thanks for everything I did that weekend. My fiancé talked to the groom, and apparently he understands and agrees, but I still haven't gotten an apology from the groom or the bride. In the end, the joke is on me. The groom is a groomsman at my wedding, and we still have to invite her. Am I the asshole? Let's ask.
No.
What do you
Like
think?
clear and day. Like no, you were taken advantage of. Like someone asked you to do something, but you just you kept getting taken advantage of. Like no, like fucking cut that friendship off, dude. If you're it's not even a friendship. Like
It was
it's
a
so one-sided.
it was an
It's like a
acquaintanceship.
fucking yeah,
They're
it's like an
yeah.
acquaintanceship, and
They know the
like
groom, but not the bride.
yeah, like Jesus, man. I would tell the groom how how she was acting about this shit because like
They
try and
did.
save his ass. Oh,
No, yeah, they did. The fiance is friends with the
well,
groom.
apparently he understands and agrees, but I still haven't gotten any apology from the groom. Or why would the groom apologize?
For his bride's behavior.
Well,
They're
it's not the groom's fault.
I mean the fiance
I
okay.
guess I get courtesy, but yeah.
I mean the fiance was like so they know the groom. The fiance is the groom's friend. They have no relationship to the bride apart from, her she's his bitch. So like, I mean, I get that, and besides, he didn't he didn't stop the bitch. He didn't. He didn't draw a line. He didn't like. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me control my crazy ass bitch here. 1 second. I forgot her leash. She's on some high medication. Yeah, there could have been something, but nothing. What do you think, Brett?
Yeah, no.
This bitch is crazy.
Which bitch?
This bitch is fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking god. Like, I don't know any other way to explain. What the fuck? This guy, I think he deserves to have stood his ground. Like, this guy is absolutely not in the wrong. Fucking hell.
You're so god. We're losing it.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I had a message pop up, so I heard half of the thing.
Sorry, no, it's okay.
My apologies.
No,
Like-
it's fine.
Like, okay, like I understand. Like, this is the thing that I don't. I understand, but I don't understand. Like, I understand some weddings are big. They're these big, grandiose thing because it's two families conjoining, two people conjoining. However, like that doesn't give you the right because it's my special day for you to act like an entire asshole because it's like he decided that they just decided to kneel down and put a ring on the finger. Like that doesn't give you the entitlement because you guess what? The thing that a lot of people don't understand, the date just doesn't end and then it no longer happens. There's this thing called the next day, otherwise known as tomorrow, and you have to pay for what you dish out. A check has to be signed somewhere, and I wouldn't be surprised if she woke up after the wedding and her car was keyed. Or her tires were slashed or something. I'm not saying that it should happen, but like, it
Max,
wouldn't surprise me.
did you slash somebody's car?
Listen, I cannot. I have legal representation that says I can neither accept nor deny responsibility of this action.
You
Oh.
keyed someone's
yeah.
car.
Yeah. That was fucking not believable at all. But like, I
I will say I've never keyed someone's car. However, I I used to I took a dirt bike and a dude pissed me off, and he had this really loud car, and in my town we have a lot of gravel. Get off me, peanut. And we went up to his car. It was me and a buddy of mine. We were driving dirt bikes around, and we went up to his car, and we put the back tires like almost right up against it, but with just enough space so the gravel would fly, and we pelted the entire right side of his car. It was great. It was amazing.
Oh, look at this one. Not the a-hole, but if you don't stand up for yourself, you will be. Actually, you don't have to invite her, and if the groom hasn't apologized either, then he can be removed as well. If he's such a good friend, then he should be ashamed of what happened. If he isn't, so you really want him at your wedding. Don't give a
Yeah,
plus one
agreed.
to the groom. Better yet, allow it, retract it, allow it again, retract it again, then lock them out of the wedding venue. Do I love that.
That is
That-
amazing. I love that.
I respect
that
the
needs to happen.
pettiness because that's what she did. She initially
what she
asked me to
did.
be a bridesmaid, retracted the offer, asked again, and then retracted it again.
And then as soon as you set up an event, she's like, "Okay, thanks." Slam the door in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, god damn.
Like, just another thing that I wanted to kind of support, because like you're not. I mean, I for one don't think you're the asshole, but the other person had a little bit of had a point there. You kind of have to stand up for yourself. Or like, um, if you don't stand up for yourself, I've learned that, and I keep learning that time and time again in my life. My brother is married. My brother is like 10 years older than I am. He's married now. And during his wedding, our side of the family, some of us arrived first in their in you know in this place that they went to. Like they decided to have us to prep because the church was fucking fucking far, and I got there first. She didn't have anybody for a bridesmaid, and the moment I got in there, and she was like, getting her makeup, getting her hair done, and he goes and tells me to fix her gown for her. I'm like, what do you mean? Take it out of the box, assemble the mannequin, and then put the fucking gown on the mannequin, and I fucking steamed that shit. I assembled the mannequin because well, I was a bridesmaid for this one. Well, not I wasn't like the main bridesmaid, obviously. I was just part of the second, folks. I didn't even have any, special shit to do. But yeah. So that's I assembled the fucking mannequin, and then I put the the gown there, but I didn't know where the fucking steamer is, and I'm like, are you sure you want to trust me with things that burn? Because this might
No.
not come out great. And then she's like, you don't have to steam it then, it's fine. It'll then, not be wrinkled and stuff. My brother's solution to it, he thought I would, he was like, okay, no, it's fine, you don't have to steam it. You can like put some, you can grab a towel, a face towel, or something or other to sort similar. Turn the faucet on and wet that towel, and then kind of do that thing on the gown, like a little bit, dab it, and then just try and stretch. Because that'll work the same thing. That is infinitely like fucking harder. If they're not burning shit, that is like infinitely fucking harder. And one of the few things that I'm grateful for, because that, my mom was she has her moments that are great and that stand out for me. But she was like, hey, what are you doing? You told me to do this. No. Let's go eat outside. Leave that. Okay. And I was like, hey, what are you doing? Mom said no. And I was like, fine. And I didn't have to do it. But, like, there was also one thing where, they have a photo shoot. Like, I didn't know this was a thing for, like, weddings. I kind of want to have one, too, just to actually be petty like her. But, like, they had this, like, themed wedding wherein all of us would be wearing, like a long, shirt that was white with, a button-down shirt, and then, like, shorts and stuff and heels. I don't know. She wanted that outfit, and all of her bridesmaids were in on it too. And then obviously I was in there as well, and I was, we're getting makeup done. They were all getting their makeup done too, and there wasn't much space in the the bride's room, so I was in the groom's room with the rest of my family, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting because I didn't know when the photo shoot was, gonna be. And then I was like, maybe I should just, go and check the bride's room. I asked, the people in there, her family, have you seen, my future sister-in-law? None of them were like fucking talking to me. Some of the, other bridesmaids were there too. And they were just like whispering the moment I said, but didn't fucking answer me. I was like, okay, I go back. A few minutes later, I go back. No one's there anymore. And I was like, when is that shit gonna happen? Because I don't know. They were already doing it downstairs. And no one was. And she was not. My fucking sister-in-law was like not even concerned that I wasn't in there. Not like calling me at all. I was like, but they were already started. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess I'm not part of it anymore. I went back. And my mom was like, and my mom and my aunts were like, hey, what's wrong? Like, what's happening? They're already doing the photo shoot. And, I was kind of, I didn't know whether I could go still. Like, what? I mean, because they're already started. I didn't know whether I could interrupt, and they already had their formations on and everything. And he was like, no. And then mom was already like getting fitted in her gown. She was ready to like remove all of the shenanigans going on in her gown again, and ready to kind of fucking bust balls. But her, but her equally badass sisters were like, hold up, get your shit ready, we'll handle this. And then they grabbed me back down there, and it was like, yeah, and just start snapping at the photographer like this. Hey, you kind of miss somebody. And then my other aunt was like, you. And she was like pointing at my sister-in-law and like, come here. She crooked her finger and started talking to her. And then she's like, go there, sweetie. Go find your spot. And then I'm like, I walked in there, but I didn't know what was going on. But my sister-in-law needed a retouch on her makeup for whatever it is that went out, because she went fucking pale after. I don't know what they've said, but I'm like, no one messed around with me again that day. It was great. I'm so sorry. I'm just saying that like people like this tend to use you and like take advantage of you over and over. If you don't stand up for yourself now, they're gonna take it as an okay that they can step all over you, and that's not fine. I'm just saying.
And like the thing is, like, people shouldn't have that. Like, there shouldn't be a thing where it's just like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna see how much I can do until they tell me to stop. Like, that's not okay.
There shouldn't
Doesn't
be.
matter if you are friends or not. Like,
You shouldn't be testing a limit.
you shouldn't be testing limits.
And like, have you guys ever been tested like that before? What about you, Britt? And like, what would you have done if this was like your situation? I mean, I'm pretty sure guys maybe don't have this kind of fucking pettiness happening at this kind of level.
We
especially
have
married.
different pettinesses.
It tends to be a bit different. Hang on, somebody has tested me to that level of I'm gonna have a think, to be honest. Hang on. Shit, give me a sec. Come on, brain. When has something like that actually happened?
Part of me feels like you're having a hard time thinking about it, is because like people can already tell not to mess with your ass.
Oh no, it's because I'm too stupid to put up with people's shit.
No. What does that mean?
Hang on, because like there was one point where I had a goodness me. There's one point where I can mention where I had a girlfriend at one point. Well, was one of the first at least.
Congratulations.
And yes, big hooray! I managed to find a woman. No way.
I've never had a boyfriend.
But oh, my condolences.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
you found a cure. I don't know.
My cure was supposed to be this one right here, but he refuses to be.
I don't think Reddit counts as a boyfriend.
No, this one right here, the one next to you. The one who's eerily silent at the moment.
My fucking dog.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
best friend.
My girlfriend at the time, I found out, was cheating on me. I found out on my birthday, so happy birthday to me.
Oh
at
my
that point in time.
god! Well, yeah, kind of. Happy
And
birthday to you.
I managed to get in touch with the guy and find out that it's not something that he brought upon the girl. It's the girl brought it upon him. Like, he didn't know anything about me and this girl at the time.
Okay.
So it's not a case of like,
So he's innocent, kind of.
yeah, the guy was innocent. It's entirely this girl.
Yeah. She had a very itchy pussy, okay?
Apparently.
Still, happy birthday.
But yeah,
Anti-itch
but
on that
it was
bitch.
just it's just the factor of the things that I had done for her,
Oh no.
only for this to be the way that she's responded in treatment.
I'm sorry.
However, as a result, my response might be a whole post for "Am I the asshole?"
No. Oh god.
I'll-
Share.
I am
So,
yeah. I want to hear
so
this.
I could have been mature about this, get into a call and say, and do something like, "Oh, hey, I think there's something you're doing and this isn't working out." But
No.
no, I know that this woman is not the smartest of individuals, so I, this, I group up with this guy, and we get along fairly well. We click fairly well together, and I send her a message saying, "Oh, hey, do you want to go on a date on this day at X time?" I get a response a couple minutes later saying that she agrees.
Oh god.
2 hours afterwards, because I know how this woman's brain works, 2 hours afterwards, and after a couple of drinks that we've had at the pub, but we don't talk about that part. So the other guy sends a message saying, "Oh, hey, do you want to go on a date on the same day, just half an hour afterwards?"
Uh-huh.
She accepts. Why? Her brain don't work too good.
Uh-huh.
So all of a sudden, there's a point where I'm going around with her on this date,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually we run into the other guy. And now it's at a point where it's either these two fairly decent lads end up having a fight, her being caught in the middle of it, or she confesses,
Mm.
where she was basically forced into confession.
Uh-huh.
But
No,
do you think
that's not being petty. That's getting even.
Oh no, I haven't gotten to the petty part yet.
I knew.
Because
Oh,
So here's the thing. Something I did beforehand was I know how to sew quite well, and I took apart the stitching of the shirt I was wearing,
Oh, God.
so it fit in a wireless earpiece
No.
with a good enough microphone to pick up on everything being said. I did the same with this other guy, and this other guy still has the MP3 file of the entire confession.
fuck yeah! I love that.
This
That's so
girl is no
standard.
longer allowed in several of the university societies.
Oh! Genius!
Sure.
That's
Am I the asshole?
diabolical. No! No! You diabolical son of a bitch. You're not an asshole.
So wait a minute. So does that mean like she's not allowed in because she cheated in a relationship, or she did
Yeah,
far
and
more than that?
oh, it went far deeper than that. Because the thing is, there was like a form put out by this other guy, and turns out we were not the only ones.
No!
Oh,
Oh my
oh
god.
shit!
Did you guys need to get tested afterwards? That kind of deal?
Long story short, there was a number of guys in the university that were unhappy with this girl
Oh
upon finding
god.
out.
Oh lord.
Yeah, no, like
no.
not
I
gonna
want to get
lie.
tested real quick.
Yeah, not gonna lie. For one, get tested. Two, if like it had just been like the first part, like oh yeah, you go back at her like that's just getting even. That ain't too bad. Once you said that and you explained a little more, I would have been like, man, I would have gone full scorched earth. Like I would have, I would have
Oh no.
aimed to ruin her credibility and her life to the point where she need to move. I'm not talking about just like a new town, like
New
go to
continent.
the other side of the country. Like
New continent.
I mean,
yeah,
the thing is, like, the only problem is my university is fairly tight knit. If
Huh.
one or two societies find out about something, and you get
Everybody
kicked from
does.
like one or two societies, it gets heard about by the lecturers.
oh, oh,
Now,
oh.
now, I'm not going to say that I have seen this happen, but when I go to my lectures, I go past her lecture hall. And when I tell you that I have seen the sheer dink eye that this girl receives. Oh, that shit's mean.
Disapproving father doesn't really does the justice.
Well done.
She still gets looks to this day.
Well,
And
for the
honestly,
streets.
I have seen points where like, because she used to have like a decent close knit group of friends, and there'd be some points where I'd go past her and I'd just not see her with that group of friends, either because either she's like moved on or something like that, or they realized that she was trying to get with some of their partners.
Oh, she's an Amanda.
She is an Amanda.
Oh, oh my god, she's an
She's
Amanda.
one of those.
She's one of
Oh my
those.
god.
She's an
You know,
Amanda.
you know that they're in a relationship, right? Just because soccer has a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. You slut!
What I can say,
I don't know
not
if
bad boobs.
I don't-
Oh my god.
Hey, you know what? Boobs.
Oh my god.
Goodness me.
That's a very good story and well done, dude. Like honestly, if she gotta know her loss first of all.
Well, you know what they say about moments like that. Diddums.
Oh man.
Oh god. All right, your turn to read this. This is your baby.
Oh shit. Am I the asshole for speaking Italian to my girlfriend's rude Italian American family and embarrassing them? ETA. They may. They. What? There may have been some confusion as to my girlfriend's reaction. She was ashamed her family dug so deep into me. Not about my response after wanting to die for the next 48. I'm assuming that's 48 hours. I need to. Give me a fucking second.
Maybe I should let me go and zoom this.
Yes, please.
There. How's that? And
That's
then let
perfect,
me
thank you.
unzoom it. There. Good, go on, sir.
After wanting to die for the next 48 hours, she agreed I did the right thing and that it was funny. Backstory. Due to my dad's job, we lived in Italy for 3 years when I was younger. So I speak Italian almost fluently. It's been a while. So I've lost some of it. Recently, I started dating a girl. No way, congratulations, you did it. She's great and I love her so much. I met her family a few nights ago over dinner. She warned me that the male side of her family is very big into being macho, into testing the boys the woman's date, and are very big on taking pride in their... Okay, that's definitely Italian ancestry. I think besides the grandfather, however, they were almost all born in fucking Bergen County. Oh, for God's sake. Bergen County, knee.
What is that?
Whatever. I don't know. I'm assuming that's like Nevada or something. Or, I don't know.
Okay.
But whatever, it's nice to take pride in one's heritage. Long story short, at dinner, they kept making jokes at my expense. I honestly would not call it bullying, just things about my height, beard, shaved head. They tried making fun of my... What the fuck?
What?
My IT job. My IT job too, but stopped once I told them my income. It was overall not a bad experience, but a not so pleasant one. Anyways, her older brother kept pushing things, giving me exceptional amounts of shit for playing lacrosse in US. Apparently, it's a sport for prissy rich kids. It is. And not manly like football or baseball. But yeah, obviously, because it is. If you play lacrosse, something's wrong with you. That's basically fucking horse golf. He ended his rant by saying, hey, we're just a big Italian family. We're loud and tell it how we see it. Ha ha ha. And all the family except my girlfriend laughed. So I, for the next minute, responded to everything they said in Italian. My girlfriend buried her head in shame, the grandfather laughed, and everyone else kept looking at each other. Confused before telling me they didn't speak Italian, I replied, then don't use your Italian heritage as an excuse before. or
To behave.
to behave poorly, my apologies, to behave poorly when you can't even speak the language. They got mad, but the grandfather sold.
Told them.
Sold? Told. No, sold them all.
Is
The grandfather sold them.
Is there anything wrong with the screen?
No, it's alright. No, it's just that I'm using a smaller screen than I usually do. My apologies.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to
told them
zoom in
all I
more?
was. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's
Okay.
just like small pixel walls.
Oh.
Told them all I was right and to be quiet. My girlfriend isn't mad, just ashamed. I think the grandfather likes me. But word from my girlfriend's sister is that all the men are furious. Think I'm a smartass, and that I disrespected them and their masculinity in an unforgivable way. So am I the asshole? No.
I'm gonna say no.
No, you aren't,
I
because
vote
here's the
no.
thing. You're standing your ground. And if they can't take the same level of punishment that they're dishing out, then that's a fucking pussy. Like, I hate to break it to you. But if they can't handle the same heat that they're dishing out,
They don't belong in the
then,
kitchen.
then what the
Yeah,
fuck
no.
are you doing?
There's this
Besides-
really
Besides
Sorry.
claiming to be something when you can't even do the bare minimum, what the fuck is wrong with you?
like there's this really I know that they said that they're Italian or quote unquote Italian. They act Italian. But there's this really, really, really cool thing in America. It's called get shit, get bit. Or talk shit, get bit. Or, in other words, a more colloquial and universal term, fuck around and find out.
Aye. Ah, goodness me. I can't say I blame the guy for standing his ground, but come on, you play lacrosse. Don't get me wrong, everything else is, like, he's fine for standing his ground, but when you play lacrosse, of all fucking things.
I have heard that playing lacrosse is like hard though. But
Wait,
So
hang
it's
on. Let
apparently
me.
soccer, but all you do is run around, kick a ball.
That is soccer.
Yeah.
no, it's like
Lacrosse. Oh, sorry, it's not the one I thought it was. What the fuck?
what were you thinking it was? Was it are you saying the cricket one, the one with the horse or what?
There's one with a horse that's like a. Oh, what's it called?
Polo. It's called polo.
Oh
It's
yeah,
polo.
polo. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's polo and then there's water polo, and water polo is actually really intense.
Oh
I've seen
yeah,
people
I've
play
seen
it.
that.
Oh my
I
god.
like that. I kind of want to do that just because it's in the water.
It's a really good
Polo's fun.
workout.
That one.
Yeah, I thought it was that one. My apologies.
This is the fancy ass one. I
Yeah, that's for the rich people.
yeah. I've never known anybody who knows how to play that. This one I only know because of like this was me. What cured Regina George and Mean Girl?
I would not be allowed to play this game purely because I know for a fact I'd probably hit somebody with the stick.
I don't.
That's okay. That's the same with me.
Or I'd accidentally
I'd be-
start playing tennis.
This is so weird though. Not gonna lie. Like this sport looks weird,
Like-
but I would never do. Never.
I
do it.
respect the guy for standing his ground,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter where you are. You're gonna get bullied for playing fucking lacrosse.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like,
I will say the one sport that I will never fuck with people like it like you could play you could say oh I play football or oh I play soccer or oh I play
That's
cricket
not
or whatever.
everything.
They're
You
just
don't-
like okay cool I can still
I don't
I
like
can still fuck
cricket.
with them a little bit. The one sport people I will never ever fucking bother to fuck with hockey players.
Oh yeah.
Those
Oh,
guys
yes.
are masochists with giant razor blades on their feet and a stick in their hands. Are you kidding
yeah.
me? No, I am not fucking with them. Because
Yeah.
if they can fuck each other up on the ice with that, imagine what they could do without that.
yeah.
All
No.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
is,
I've
don't
watched
get me
cops.
wrong.
Thank you,
Don't get me wrong.
Canada.
Hockey is scary, but have you seen rugby?
Oh
Oh, rugby
right,
is
that one.
terrifying.
That one's too.
Rugby is so rough. It's football without pads
It
and a
is.
giant ball.
Yeah.
It's football without pads, and the scary thing is, you can tell who is a more experienced rugby player because you can see how badly deformed their fucking ears are from the amount of damage they take.
Oh yeah, and how many teeth they got implanted.
No, how many teeth they've got left?
Also that.
it, it's scary
Yeah.
though. Like, I mean, if we're gonna talk about rugby, like, I can't even stomach like watching it. To be honest, like when I see like a group, they're like you said, it's like football without the padding, so infinitely more dangerous. And it's just like I can't. I don't understand anymore how like people kind of like choose to like I think it's like Fight Club without being Fight Club.
That's essentially what it is.
That's what just it's just that violent. Like I don't know. Like I can take a lot of things and I can play a lot of stuff. I mean, I could take some gores. Let's be honest. But like the moment I see like a bone break or like fold or something, like I can't. Like I that's one of my pet peeves. I'm just like, no.
No one. To be fair, there was one rugby match. It was on something called the Six Nations, which is like a league between the all four countries in the British Isles.
That sounds like something from Avatar, and I haven't watched Avatar. Six Nations. But
Sure. It's the Avatar, why not? No, it's England versus Scotland, Wales, Ireland, France, and Italy, which is the shittest one in the whole thing because they haven't won a single game since like 2015. But there's one match I remember where somebody took a tackle really badly, and you could tell because they were bleeding from their eye. He took a 5-minute break and got back on the fucking pitch.
Thank you for the hydrate.
His eye was still red,
Ugh.
but he got back on the fucking pitch. These guys are fucking brutal.
Yeah. He's just like, I'll walk it off.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just take another one and even it out.
No. Even it out. Fuck. But yeah,
Make sure I'm only seeing red.
No. He's not the asshole. I mean, everybody else is the asshole.
No.
Yeah, like
You're at.
you can't take it.
No,
don't
I
take
think
it out.
it's just the family's fault for not being able to take the same treatment that they're dishing out.
Yeah, you can't take it. Yeah, you can't handle the frying pan. Get out of the kitchen.
See, I don't even think, to be completely honest, I wouldn't even say anyone in the, like, this is my opinion, but I don't think anyone's really the asshole here. I think that they were talking shit and they got it, they got put in their place. It wasn't them, like, I don't know. Goat's to grandpa though. Like he's the real one. Being
Yeah.
like, hey, shut up. Like,
He's right though.
yeah, grandpa was right.
You don't fuck with a
But-
grandpa.
Yeah.
You
know
know
what?
Yeah,
Grandpa.
Can we get a round of applause for the granddad for being a fucking legend?
Give them like you guys do it. I don't know how to work the soundboard as much.
clap, 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 clap.
I'm definitely clapping my hands.
Here. Now I think about it. I managed.
That granddad's a fucking legend.
That the one was a golf clap. Not the polo one.
Oh,
Just golf clap. And let's go to the next one. Well, no, Johnny a little bit. Okay. Yep. Hey, you haven't read something? How about you read this one? Yeah. Of course.
Okay. All right. Oh, 1 second. Goodness gracious.
One.
I swear to God.
What?
All right.
What?
Am I the asshole for making my bridesmaids wear a dress that makes her look quote unquote fat? God. I, 26 female, have always loved the aesthetics of the
Regency.
Regency era, and I wanted to incorporate it into my wedding. So I decided that my bridesmaids will wear an empire waist dresses like the ones seen in Bridgerton or Pride and Prejudice. Nearly all of my
You
bridesmaids love
fucking
this idea.
T-boo.
However, one of my bridesmaids, 27 female, is very mad at me for insisting that they wear empire waist dresses. She claims that the dress looks unflattering on her due to her body proportions. She has broad shoulders, large chest, large arms, small waist, thin legs. So she's a fucking gorilla? Broad shoulders, large chest, large arms, small
I'd
waist,
say
thin legs.
she's
That's
top
a
big,
gorilla.
top heavy.
No, she goes to the gym.
She's very top heavy.
She missed leg day.
Uh,
How about that?
Hmm.
She's like an obtuse and a small triangle put on each other.
She's a diamond.
No.
Is
Um,
an hourglass? A pear? No, that's
No,
not a
that's
pear.
not a bear. A triangle.
Maybe-
An inverted triangle.
an
Illuminati.
inverted triangle.
Joke.
Yep, yeah, the inverted triangle. Uh,
Is
um,
your I have a question for the bride. Is one of your bridesmaids by any chance Bill Cipher?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. You got
She claims that due to the high waistline and her large chest, her waist appears much larger than it actually is. She also says that the type of dress emphasizes her thick arms. She told me that those dresses make her look fat and triggered her past body dysmorphia and insecurities. She asked me if she could modify her dress to define her figure, and I said all the bridesmaids had to wear the same dress and I didn't want her to stand out. She said I was being selfish and that I wasn't taking into account other people's body types. She said she's acting extremely entitled. I said she's acting extremely entitled and it's my wedding and I shouldn't have to cater to her insecurities. Am I the asshole? There is a very clear thing that you need to do. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to conform to your thing and you don't want to bend to conform her. Don't make her a bridesmaid. Be like, hey, we can put you in something else, like a different role. Like,
There we go.
I agree. I agree with this. I'm on the fence here. I agree. I'm on the fence too. But like, because you are kind of an asshole for making someone wear something that they don't want to wear, but they're also being an asshole by saying, "Oh, well, I know it's your thing, but like, I don't want to wear this because it makes me look this way." Like, yeah, you get the body dysmorphia thing and the past issues, but it's just like, like, I don't know. Maybe don't hit the gym. Put down the creatine and fucking.
Go on the go on the cutting season.
Yeah, go cutting season.
It's all good until she shows up and one of the bridesmaids looks like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure protagonist.
So I'm.
I mean,
I don't. So I don't know, but like, okay, so she said it's unflattering for her. I mean, and especially this person, she said, unfortunately, many of the Empire waist dresses commercially available are not made for busty women.
So
I like-
your titties are the problem.
I like Empire waist dresses, actually, and I'm like, I'm a C cup, and I'm a far end of like a C cup. Like I'm a 40,
Wait.
I'm a 42C. It's big. If you don't know cup sizes.
Almost boobs, belly boobs, can't complain. Oh my.
Oh, were you just checking out like a just? Please send me that at the moment for what you were like looking at.
Oh, no,
A
there's
cup,
just
that's,
like
no,
a-
that's how
there's
you
a-
do it. A cups are almost boobs.
Almost
B cups
boobs.
are barely boobs.
Barely
C cups
boobs.
are
Can't complain.
can't complain. D is definitely boobs.
Damn.
I can't complain.
No,
Or damn.
D's damn, D double
What-
damn,
what is,
E
like,
enormous, F fake,
Broad
G
cup
get a reduction,
sizes
H
chart.
help me, I've fallen over and cannot get up.
Can't can't complain. What did you type? How did you what?
No, it's just something I remember off the top of my head. I
Yeah,
remember
it's a
finding it
guy
somewhere
thing.
and I've forgotten what it's called.
Bra
See,
size.
girls have numbers, guys have
Razors.
phrases.
This is why guys are so much easier.
Dang, double dang, enormous. I don't.
Sometimes I just want homie to say, "Man, you got some can't complain sides chest right there."
I'm gonna go up to my girl and then just goes, damn, you're almost there.
Ah, man, you're
Help! I've fallen
almost
and I
there.
can't get up. Wait. Okay. All right.
See, but then you get into the mystical ranges of where they're below an A, and it's just like, child,
Well,
grown child.
No. Okay. Let's get it. But
Nah.
like yeah. Okay. Let's go back.
my favorite
like,
size.
I-
Table.
I don't get what they're like talking about though. About like Empire Waist dresses. Maybe I'm not. I mean, I don't think I look whenever I wear Empire Waist dresses. I don't think I like look all that bad. I think maybe yeah, for one thing, I agree with this one. It's hard to rule without more info. Like, who's paying for the dress to start? If she's the one paying it, then if she wants to kind of fucking modify it, she'll have to pay for that modifications because she wants so and so to look flattering on her. That's fine. She can do that herself. She wants it tailored or whatever. But the caveat of that is she shouldn't alter it in such a way that it looks so much different than the others, and that she'll fucking stand out to the point where instead of looking at the bride, everyone's gonna look at her. Because that's not supposed to be a thing. Like,
No. They did that thing in She-Hulk and nobody liked that series.
but you know,
Uh.
like I mean, maybe it's like something. It depends, really. I just think that like not every fucking Empire Waist dresser should be a problem. Like, and I don't know. Like, I think that maybe the both of them could come with to some sort of agreement. Yeah, like 100%. I'm sure those dresses are very specifically tailored for her. She does look in the bridesmaid's dress I wore wasn't intending to look Regency, but did have a very high waist. I don't know if it counts as an Empire waist because the skirt was straight. And I didn't think of Empire waist dresses usually having more loose flow below the waist. Yeah, that's also the thing. Like that's why I like it. Empire waist dresses are like loose. It's just like really flowy right after. And then the tight part is like there by the waist. It kind of also not gonna lie, kind of also feels like a secondary support because like especially in fucking weddings, and then you have like these fucking things when you're running around. It kind of helps out that when you need to fucking run in high heels, even there's like it's another thing holding them together other than your fucking bra, you know. It because it fucking hurts when they're like bouncing all over the place. So
I know.
No, you don't. I'm sorry.
I hate when my huge fucking knocker.
It's just okay. It's just something that we have. I consider at least. She's 5'1", and could very well be US 6 and most. The only part of her is that actually big is her bust. I'm 5'11", 220 pounds. We're US 12. Nicola is like half my size. Clothing sizing vary widely. I mean, whatever. It's just like I think that's how we're gonna go about it. I mean, she has to be wearing an Empire waist dress, but she can alter it, but not completely. And I think that this part is like not fair. Like it's triggering my past body dysmorphia, and I'm like, bitch.
Like, okay, like that's not really something like I'm pretty sure your friend did not be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this because she has this trigger and I just want this to fight." Like, don't have
Yeah.
that victim mentality. Come on. Like, if
Yeah,
it bothered you, sorry about that. But like, you can't bring that.
yeah,
That's
you
like
know,
saying
this
I
was
have a
uncalled
fear. Like,
for.
I got it. That's like saying I got in a car crash, so therefore I can never be in cars again.
Or
Like-
like, yeah, or like saying, or like they're, or like even if the fucking setting was like, yeah, so I'm afraid of bugs, So if we're gonna have an outdoor wedding, that's not gonna. I can't. I don't want to touch grass.
Yeah.
Then go fuck yourself.
Like,
Why can't we just have an inside wedding? You're here as a guest.
Mm.
I know, but like, you need to be accommodating for everyone.
it's triggering
It's my
me.
day. Oh my god, it's triggering me that you didn't say my name.
Oh my god. Come on now. Like, I don't think she's the asshole in the part where she has to bring up those, like, oh, it's triggering my past body dysmorphia. Like, girl, it's a dress. Okay, fine. Some people might come after me for being saying, like, I mean, if it's gonna cause her fucking, like, a trigger, it's a trigger. It happens, you know? Like how an OCD person gets triggered by a squeak and she needs 2 more squeaks in the chair to get over herself. Like, bruh, like, this person literally didn't come out and come at her ass and being like, here, I want everybody to be wearing this. You too. Even if it makes you look fat. Like, she wasn't even
Like,
thinking about that.
No, and like one thing that I would say is like the okay, so the thing that I want to like kind of emphasize on that note is past body dysmorphia and insecurities. Past. She's if it says her past body dysmorphia and insecurities,
She's
that
gotten
means
over
that
it.
she went past it. She got over it. So why the fuck is it a problem?
Why is it like
Like
bringing up shit from her
exactly.
past, maybe? But,
Yeah, it's
like,
like she told me those dresses make. She told me that those dresses make her look fat and triggered her past body dysmorphia and insecurities. Sounds like she's just stirring up shit because it's like if it's in your past, then it's in your past. You've gotten over it, so why are you having these issues? However, if it was like she's still going through body dysmorphia and has insecurities, that would be completely different. However, it says past. That is the key word there, meaning moved on,
yeah.
gotten away from.
The second part, I can agree with her, like, modify her dress to define her figure. Okay, like, don't. An Empire
Fine.
Waist dress is based on the fucking. An Empire Waist dress in the Regency era that she's trying is like the very theme of it is that it's it's what do you call it? Um it's not, it doesn't define your figure, boo. Like, it's not showing off the figure. Actually, it's like the covered up the better, you know? It's
Yeah, it's part of it was part of the times back in the day.
like,
Like
yeah, like, I mean,
the
showing
funkier the
showing a
dress,
little
the
bit
more
of
royal you
ankle
were.
was considered pornography, bitch.
Oh
So
yeah.
like,
And can I have a glance at thine ear? Oh,
I mean,
that'll hold me over for a week.
oh, I mean, they were already like scandalized when a guy would touch a girl's hand and they weren't gloved. Well, I'm like, oh my god, how awful. Or like, even if a guy was like following a girl around while they're talking and then he'll suddenly like grab like a little, like, a sliver of her skirt, not touching her ass, just a sliver of her skirt, like, there, but instead of like holding her hand, that's already been like, oh my god, he should ask for a proposal real quick. Like, bitch, come on now. Like, you have to think about like everything, not just yourself. Don't be a selfish hoe. And I'm like, if modify it to make it look flattering, but don't modify it to kind of make you, it's just, like, the poster, I mean, yeah, the OP. Can you stop, please, Haru? Get out of
I
there.
will say like one thing is like she's making the assumption when she hasn't tried the dress on.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say I mean it doesn't state anywhere in the post that they tried the dresses on. Now they tried the dresses on and been like, "Hey, I don't like the way that this feels." Okay, then you make the call.
Yeah, you have a
But
great point. Actually, you know
yeah,
what? You had
like
a great point.
I don't think that I look like good in a suit, but I'm just making that off a judgment call because I look terrible in everything because I hate myself.
If,
But that
yeah,
doesn't mean that I'll necessarily look bad in a suit. It's literally like she's projecting shit
Yeah. I
like,
mean,
she's projecting, and it's stupid.
I feel
Like,
like yeah, I think you're right, and I think that she hasn't worn it yet. Because I mean, look at it. If like if it would if she had right, if she had tried it on that dress, she could have been like, "Hey, can you come over for a sec in the fitting room?" And then be like, "Look, so I kind of have like a little bit of a problem here. So can you see what
yeah,
I'm like
like it
seeing?"
doesn't fit
And then
very
she'll be
well,
like,
or
"I mean, it kind of looks like a little wonky for me." And I mean, literally, I mean, she's getting married. She's like, I know there are a lot of bitches out there who are out for I'm the one who has to be pretty, and everyone has every one of these bitches, even though they're my friends, for one day they have to um bite their lip and go with the fact that they have to be uglier than me today. No. Like, I'm pretty sure maybe she's sensible enough to be like, yeah, no, like, even though I kind of want to stand out because it's my day, I also don't want everyone looking like ugly ass bitch and make it ruin the photos for me, kind of like thing, you know? So she would have probably
yeah.
been like, oh, yeah, you're right. It's like, it's not working very well. Maybe at a different color, maybe something. Yeah, maybe we need to adjust this, boo. Like, I'm with you. She probably would have been that way instead of like this. So, yeah. No, for now,
Not the
yeah,
asshole.
not the asshole, but
Not the asshole, but they're
compromise.
it's not the asshole, but has currently not the asshole, but has promised to become the asshole
Yeah. If
if
you,
done things incorrectly.
yeah, like, I think maybe talk with this, super dramatic bitch and be like, hey, can you wear it so we can see the problem? And then when she wears it, was like, ah, I see, yeah, maybe we can adjust this. You guys
Ah,
can
yeah, your
compromise.
boobs are going over the top of it.
Yeah, you know.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Look, it's spilling out. Yeah, sure. Yep, we definitely need to correct that shit. We don't need you toppling all over the place. Hey, you know, kind of thing. Yep.
Yeah, save that for the bar. Ho ho ho!
Oh, well, yeah, you know, yeah, the after party.
Save it for the after party.
Mm-hmm.
After party.
All right. So, oh, this next one is okay. Am I the asshole? I don't know, but can I read this one? Okay.
Alright.
Am I the asshole for doing weird slash awkward poses whenever my mother-in-law accidentally? Okay, that's a little triggering. Doesn't know how to spell
Ah.
accidentally. Walks in on me in the bathroom.
Accidentally.
So my mother-in-law, I'm a gal, by the way, lol, came to stay with us for a few weeks till her home is renovated for Christmas. The problem is that she's been randomly walking in on me while I'm in the bathroom. Thankfully, not once has she seen me naked, because I started picking up on her behavior after the second time in a week. She'd barge in, then turns and says, "Oh, sorry," then close the door. I tried talking to my husband about it, but he kept ignoring me, then flat out said, "So what if she accidentally seen you naked? She's family." He seriously said that. We have a lock and I could have used it, but I have past trauma from the idea of locking slash being locked in a room after my brother locked me in the bathroom when I was 5. So, I came up with this idea. I go inside the bathroom, pretending to use it, and wait for her to come. Because honestly, it's deliberate at this point. When she accidentally barges in, she'd see me in a weird slash awkward position. For example, doing a ballet stance, standing on a toilet, or standing facing the wall with my hands up, fully clothed, of course. I could see how awkward and weird this would be for her because she'd stand there for a few seconds trying to figure out what I was doing. It was hilarious. At first, seeing her initial confusion, but she told my husband about it, claiming she's caught me practicing rituals in the bathroom. I cleared things up and revealed the reason why. My husband was livid. He called me childish and said that I made his mom feel terrified slash weirded out by my behavior. He said I should have acted maturely and locked the damn door instead of playing mind games. Before we read the edit, because it'll tell us, you know, what everyone else thought. What do you guys think? I think the mother-in-law is
This
kind of
one's
weird.
fucking pervert.
Pervert.
I'm sorry, but there's no other way. Like,
why is this person's mother-in-law walking in on this woman, and why is her husband so fine with it? Like, why is he
Like-
okay with this?
I
Maybe
have
it's
a
a
really
regular
quick question.
occurrence.
So this is her mother-in-law. So she's already a grown woman. She had a grown child, and like, so she's well above the age, right?
Yes.
This isn't
Has she
some
never
fucking
heard of a thing
child.
called? Has she never heard of a thing called? Oh, a door is locked. Maybe I should fucking knock on it.
No, the door wasn't locked.
Yeah, but still.
No, knock.
I'm
It
assuming
doesn't
it was
matter.
closed.
If there is a closed door, I knock on that shit. Because I've walked in
Yeah.
on some really weird shit, like really weird. And then I've bet like, and I've walked in on things where like,
Oh dear.
you knock on things. You knock on stuff. If a door is closed, knock on it.
Yeah, of course.
Like oh my god, like mind you, if your closet door is like obviously if
doing
you
well.
know
Hi,
that no one's gonna be
Tanya.
in there.
Guys,
But,
Tanya,
like,
best laid plans here. Floating in and out for a bit, but I'm so thrilled to see you all. Hi. We're so thrilled
Hi,
to see
welcome on
you.
Cool.
Welcome on in. My
Hello.
name's Max.
Welcome back to the Chaos Zone.
We're being our judgmental selves today, but that's also like kind of look at it though. It's deliberate. She's right because not 5 minutes later she'll walk in and then be like, "Oh, sorry." Like, come on now. At this point, after so many times, like no.
But like not only that, but
I-
like why do you have to
God.
lock a door in your own house?
But why?
Like it doesn't make sense.
Why does she have to like go? Why does she have to come try and go into the bathroom when her daughter-in-law is using it? Is what I'm wondering about. Like, what do you think? What do you think is happening in there? Like, why do you
I mean,
want to?
maybe she doesn't know, but again, the way to find out if someone's in the bathroom is knock. It's a very clear way of being like, oh, hey,
This-
I'm in the bathroom. Okay.
This mother-in-law clearly has no fucking manners. And honestly,
I kind of
it's
feel like you're right.
disgusting.
I kind of feel like you're right. Like she has kind of like a pervert tendencies. Cause like, come on now, I don't hear the husband sort of like having a problem. I'm sure it would have come in at this point because he probably also
Oh, it's
uses the
okay.
bathroom too. Is it like has she walked in on you a few times? That she does that to you? Like after 5 minutes going in, did she do that to you? And I'm pretty sure he would have been like, I mean, if it's his mother, he would have been like, I mean, yeah, she does it all the time. Or something. I mean, you know, that would have been like, okay, weird. That's not something you should, especially since you're a dude.
I mean, on top of that, it's a case of like, fucking hell. They haven't even presented a reason for her to be going to the bathroom so often.
Yeah. Why?
If she has like some sort of condition, like some sort of physical problem where she physically has to go,
Go into their own bathroom, bitch.
yeah,
Go
at
in a
that
bottle
point,
if it's big enough. Use a
Like-
funnel.
This
because
is-
there are like
yeah.
I do understand that there are some people who do need to go frequently.
I have that
Yeah,
kind
they
of
have
problem
very tiny
sometimes.
bladders.
Yeah.
However, this woman is not being described as having any of these conditions.
Mm-mm.
So, in my opinion, there is no fucking excuse for this woman to be doing this.
I think the
And
husband
from the
is
sound
enough.
of it, she's aware of what she's doing and likely being some sort of fucking pervert. Forgive my language.
Yeah. Like, I mean, and why does she have the gall to fucking complain to the guy? Like, to her child? Like, I'm weirded out by her behavior. She's like practicing rituals in the bathroom. Bruh,
It's like he's spying on her.
what are you trying to actively catch her doing in the bathroom for one thing? What?
I'd fuck with I'd fuck with the mother-in-law too, just to be like, oh hey,
Yeah.
like I would pay friends to just sit there in the shower, and then we have like chess matches, and one of them wears a horse mask.
You know
Just to
what I'd
fuck
do?
with her.
You know what I'd
Just
do
to
for one of them?
completely fuck with her.
I'd randomly invite a bunch of people over through the back entrance, assuming that there's two entrances to the house. because the one I currently in has like front door and then an entry
Wow.
leading to the garden.
Oh, wow.
Bring him through the entry,
Fancy.
through
Take notes, Rexford.
through, through the entryway, through the back of the house, up to the bathroom. Then all of a sudden, the minute that she walks in, me and the boys start band practice. With the worst instruments we can find. Have somebody on the triangle, somebody on a pair of bongos, one guy with maracas instead of a microphone.
Oh, I would be having like one of those like I would literally have like a different thing every day. Like one day it's like keg stands, like chug chug chug, and like some dude is doing keg stands in the fucking bathtub, and then and they're like a couple people holding them up, and then the next day it's like pledges, so you have like a couple guys wearing like cloaks and hoods with paddles, and the other people are doing some weird random shit,
I put
and
my
then you
dog
have
in there.
freaking like chess
One day
match,
it's
chess match
one day it's just
Wednesday.
you on your own, just juggling toilet rolls.
Exactly. Just do something every day just to fuck with them.
I
Like just to fuck with them.
I
And
put my
then be
dog
like,
in
hey,
there.
you don't want
I put my dog in
it's
the
like, hey,
bathroom.
you don't want to deal with this?
You know what?
Fucking knock.
There was one point where a younger cousin of mine accidentally walked into the bathroom. And admittedly, I wasn't doing it if I was just washing my hands. I decided to screw with them a bit. And my response simply was to look at this person that accidentally walked in on me,
Mm.
look at them dead in the eye from across the room, and say only 3 words.
What?
You cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
That made it even
Just say the
funnier.
most random thing that comes to mind. Just go. Oh, no, it's probably not picking up because you have to do like a high pitch. But like, oh, God, it's from this show I've been watching called Little Britain,
Oh.
where there's this one random dude that basically just goes in the most high pitch possible.
like a kind of sounding
Response.
like a monkey.
Kind of.
Oh.
Like I remember there was one funny time, and it was ironically it was something about this too. Like it was because my older brother and my little brother really they're just assholes. And one of the things that they would do is they admittedly would, not knock on the door. Um, well, every time that I was in there and like one or the two of them, I wouldn't do it for my mom just because like my mom, she would knock. But like if someone walked into the bathroom, I would be like fully clothed. I would just immediately cover my groin and then cover my chest like I was a naked woman and just scream at the top of my lungs.
That's funny.
I would do that until they fucking learned. I stopped it, however, because when I was just in that mindset, I was at my friend's house and his mom accidentally walked in upstairs because there was the bath his house he lived in the basement of the house and normally we wouldn't mess anywhere upstairs. Well, his bathroom had some plumbing issues and we couldn't use his bathroom, so we had to go upstairs. So I went upstairs, was going to the bathroom. I got done, I was washing my hands, and then I hear the door open and instinctively I just cover up and just scream. I open my eyes and it is his mom just standing there and she's like white like a ghost. She's like, "Oh my God, I I just," and she closed the door and I'm like, "Okay, maybe I need to stop." Like
I
I
would-
got so used to doing it.
I would put my dogs in there, like in their bathroom, like with me, and be like, stand watch, my child." And then when she
All you need is
opens it,
Haru. You need Haru, and then just like Haru would just be sitting there being like, "The fuck you doing in here?
she
My mom is in here. Get out!"
Haru like barges in by herself, like even like she knows how to fucking open it, and then just be like, "Hi, mom," and then like lies down in there and just waits there. I'm like, bitch, I'm kind of pissing, but like, yeah,
Bitch, I'm busy. Yeah, bitch, I want to lay down.
yeah, and then sometimes like Archer would like peek in and it's like, "Are you guys done yet? Like, what is that? Like, are you guys done?" No.
I need to go
Okay.
pee.
Okay. But like no, like okay, like I don't not the a-hole. You went the funny way and that's dope. Your husband, whoever, is an asshole. He expects you to be mature about it.
Absolutely.
But he doesn't expect his mother to knock on the fucking door before walking in. I know.
Yeah, his older mother.
Like put a big put a big old Polish sausage. Sorry, that's hard for me to read.
Sausage.
Can you guys read that? Like Polish sausage, like quickly. Can you guys do
Put a
that?
big old Polish sausage.
Big old
Yeah,
Polish sausage.
Polish
You have to
sausage.
put an accent on it.
Oh,
Put a
dear.
big old Polish sausage in your pants.
Hey, put a big
And
old
pull it out the
Polish
zipper.
sausage.
A Polish sausage. It's
So,
hard.
Roy, what you gotta do is you gotta take this big old Polish sausage, you gotta put it in your pants, and then you gotta pull out the zipper, right? And then she's gonna walk in, she'll
No,
be like,
okay, oh my
"Forky, that's huge."
And
And then
pull
you
it
go,
out.
oh my god, you have walked in on me with my Polish sausage. Oh.
And pull it out of the zipper. Stand in front of the toilet and wait. Not the definitely the go.
I'm sorry, you have caught me with my wee wee.
My
Nah.
partner also, I mean, get a
Oh,
strap on
God.
with balls to wear. Make sure
No,
it's
just
either
bring an
incredibly
inflatable doll. I'm with you.
incredibly purple unicorn.
Gotta
It's
blow
gotta
up doll and just
Alright.
put it in there, wait.
Laugh box motion detectors and hang it on the inside of the door when you're in there. Hide it when you aren't. Because clearly mocking laughter is the only way to get mother-in-law to stop her bizarre and upsetting behavior. Significant other is a different issue.
Also-
We're
Also, I am terribly. Oh,
we're almost done.
I
There's
am-
only two.
oh okay.
Oh wait, yeah. Only one. We're left with one.
Screw it.
Go one. You read this. Go one. Go big, go
Oh,
home.
shit,
Hopefully this is
okay.
a good one.
Let's see what the fuck it did. Oh my god.
the. Two different kinds of cakes. Okay.
Let's see this. Alright. Am I the asshole for having two kinds of cake at our wedding? My husband, Josh, 29F. And I, 27F. Okay. I'm not gonna question the husband, but okay.
Okay.
Just had a wedding a couple of weeks ago, and we mostly get good feedback until today. We have heard that a lot of people have been smack-talking the cake behind our backs. Josh and I originally were going to have a smaller wedding at a resort. We were fortunate enough to be given some money to invite some extra guests. So we decided to expand the wedding and have some of our second cousins and their kids, and some friends that we otherwise don't get to see as often. We are on a budget, so we decided to keep the fancy cake, the cutting cake for the pictures, not the real cake, for immediate family, and the pasta. And a few members of the fucking wedding. It's almost 5 in the morning. Leave me
I'm
alone.
sorry. Would you like me to read
I
that?
got one more.
That's alright, I'll get through it.
Okay.
And few members of the wedding party that we have known for the longest. We gave them the cake in boxes to take home, though, so they wouldn't be eating it in front of everyone else. Makes sense? Minus the pasta, because he flew out from a long ways, and he is vegan. So we couldn't eat the dinner, and we wanted him to have something to eat before it got too late. We got a couple of...
Sheet cakes.
What? We got a couple of shit cakes.
Sheet.
One was...
Okay.
Oh, shit. We got a couple of sheet cakes. One was vanilla and buttercream with rosettes. And then there was another sheet cake of pineapple chocolate
Ew.
Especially for Josh's side of the family.
I'm inclined
'Cause
to
they
say
spend a
you're an
lot
asshole
of
for
time-
that.
Because they spent a lot of time in Florida. Oh yes, these
What does Florida have to do with
Floridians.
pineapples?
We found out from talking with family that there was a lot of full slices left behind on people's plates because of the pineapple cake, which the servers would not take home with them, so we noticed, you can see it in a lot of the pictures. We were having too much fun to notice at the time, we loved catching up with all our guests. Apparently, Josh's family did not like the cake like we thought they would, and there have been some unkind words behind our backs. We got a text from Josh's uncle that wasn't meant for us to see, and it really stung. We are unsure where to go from here and what to say. The cake did not go off like we hope. Okay.
What we think?
But we think they are being unnecessarily mean. By the way, there was a full dinner, 3 kinds of cheese. Oh my god, thank god for the 3 kinds of cheese. You saved yourself. Even Montgomery Jack, you fucking American.
Monterey
Uh,
Jack?
Do you mean Montgomery Jack?
No,
Fucking
Monterey
hell.
Jack.
Oh no.
Grommet.
Grommet.
Is there moon cheese?
I hope there's Wensleydale.
I hope there's
And an open bar that didn't close until late. So I feel like we were pretty good to our guests for on shoestring budget. TLDR, we gave out 2 different flavors of cake at our wedding and the asshole. Right.
Yes.
You wouldn't be the arsehole if it wasn't for you including pineapple in your cake, you fucking freak.
That's so disgusting.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, if you had just had a normal chocolate cake or perhaps a red velvet, you would have been
Yeah.
fine. You would have been
Uh-huh.
okay. But you
Uh-huh.
chose to include. On top of that, you made it obvious that there's 2 types of cake. At least have 2 fairly similar looking cakes, so that you can at least get away with it a little bit without telling anyone. But no, you make it obvious, and you give these Floridians pineapple. Pineapple?
How
Why?
fun is this? Why? What does that have to do with
Like,
what?
how messed up in the head do you have to be to
What's the other?
give somebody pineapple? That is so wrong.
Why
Like, I
couldn't
thought
you?
pineapple on pizza was wrong enough, but pineapple in cake. God have mercy on your soul, because these Floridians won't. You are an asshole. But at the same
Vanilla
time,
and
I'm on the fence
buttercream or
because an
rosette?
open bar is very nice.
Why couldn't you just have like, I mean, vanilla and buttercream as well with the other sheet cake? Because I mean, I don't understand why this is all that fancy. It doesn't sound like it. I don't. Did they use a different flour? Anyways, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why even? Why do you have to put pineapple on the fucking cake and chocolate? Like what? That sounds like diarrhea.
Yeah, that sounds like a
No, that's
toilet
not
bowl
right.
explosion.
Like, if you're gonna put a fruit with chocolate, the only thing that I think worse is orange.
Supreme Court just asked. I love it. Nah.
Wait, hold on. Go back up a little bit. It says, OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. I am worried we might not have made the right choice etiquette wise because of the way everyone sounds like their feelings had been hurt. We thought this was the norm. In what fucking realm?
Like,
In
the
what realm is that the norm?
I mean, the norm if like you're feeding them different cake. Maybe some people have done that, but I can guarantee you, bitch, this is the first time I've ever heard of someone putting putting pineapple chunks on a fucking chocolate cake in a wedding.
I mean, I can understand wanting to go have 2 different types of cake, like, but it has to be conflicting. Like coffee cake and chocolate cake. One's a savory cake, one's a dessert cake. I mean, some people say that coffee cake can be a dessert cake, and I'll be at that. But like, there's no way that chocolate is not a dessert. Like a chocolate cake is not a dessert.
Yeah,
It has
it's
to be a
already
dessert.
it was good. Why do you have to put pineapple into it? It's fine with
Well,
just being chocolate. What the? No.
I've seen some weird recipes where like if you add zucchini, it keeps the chocolate moist, like a lot more moist, and there is like cooked zucchini pieces in there, but like it's not that bad.
Mm.
Like I watched a video on TikTok where it's I don't remember his name, but the compilation of it was like gay vintage baking, and he made a chocolate cake that had mayonnaise in it, and he's just like he doesn't taste the mayonnaise. It literally just
Oh.
deepens the chocolate flavor and keeps it moist. Like, yeah, really American to put fucking mayonnaise in a chocolate cake recipe, but like, I want to try it. Not gonna lie, like I'm so tired of making cakes and they are freaking dry on the inside. If mayonnaise does the trick, I might be a fan.
Look, not the a-hole, but I'm a bit confused as to what Josh's family spending a lot of time in Florida has to do with deciding to have a pineapple chocolate cake. I lived in Florida for almost a decade, and I can tell you with complete confidence, there's zero connotation between Florida and pineapples. I think you're confusing Florida with Hawaii. Lol.
Even then, Hawaii would be coconuts.
But beyond
Oh,
but beyond that, the combo of pineapple and chocolate just sounds yucky, and I think that's likely what people are speculating on. Honestly, I wouldn't sweat it. Everyone will forget about it shortly, I'm sure. What matters is you enjoyed your wedding. And that and why Monterey Jack cheese is mentioned as if it's a delicacy.
This person must have grown up
All
poor.
right.
I don't get
Anyway.
it. Oh god. But he's about to clock out, but like what was your final take on this? Assholes or not the assholes for Brit?
I'm asshole.
Asshole.
It has
Okay.
been a pleasure, though. You
Thank
guys
you
take
so
care. Yeah?
much. You are such a
Have a good
charm.
one.
Like, have a
Are you
great
good for
day
tomorrow?
and good night.
Take care,
Are you good for
lads.
tomorrow, Beans?
Bye bye.
Oh my
But
god.
Bert,
He's not
motherfucker,
answering.
you avoided my question.
Ah!
You know what? I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing no more.
Lol. No.
I'm glad we separated from your country.
Oh my god. Don't do that.
Oh,
But
no,
like,
I know.
I that's I'm gonna share like a video to you, and it's kind of like I feel like that's something that we can kind of relate to this one. Good, cause like it's a yucky too. Want to see it? Well, I'm not
Sure.
gonna give you a choice. So.
Oh, the spaghetti no. The spaghetti no. I
Spaghetti.
love this dude.
Oh,
This dude's
you
hilarious.
watch this? Oh god.
Oh,
Okay,
I've seen this
okay.
guy so much. He's so funny.
All right, get ready, dude.
Gelatin, I'd never agree with that. At least cook 'em. No amount of garnish is gonna do shit.
This ain't nothing but the devil.
He has the palate of like a 12-year-old. Good God.
Like,
Oh,
I think I think we can agree that's kind of like probably what they felt with that shit. Oh my god, this one as well. Maybe this one more. Maybe. Pickles
okay. Apple and pickles do not mix.
and
I don't care what
pears,
anyone says.
onions. Oh my god.
What kind of white hickory place are we at right now? Apparently not. No.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh my god! It's like they putting it like a tiramisu. Oh my god! No. Just
You like pickles?
yeah. No, I would never. I would never. I would never. Absolutely not. I'd rather let someone punch me in the testicles. No.
Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. This
Like
is
Jiminy Christmas on a cracker, dude. They would probably put Jiminy Cricket on a cracker. They're like, oh, it tastes good. Hey.
Oh, maybe so. Okay, so maybe I'm exaggerating, and it's not that disgusting when you put it with the chocolate cake with pineapple chunks. But I just don't think that flavor profile go together.
It doesn't. It doesn't go together. Pineapple has a very unique flavor. Chocolate has a very overpowering flavor. But like the two combined, it doesn't taste well. If it was orange and chocolate, that would be really good. Orange goes with chocolate quite a bit. That's why they have like the chocolate oranges. That's why they have chocolate or like orange infused chocolate. Like orange and chocolate make more sense. But pineapple? No. Just just no.
I made a chocolate pineapple cake once since I thought it sounded like a good combo. I also love chocolate dipped pineapple slices. You you in what country? And it was the weirdest thing. The chocolate and the pineapple kind of canceled each other out. The cake tasted like nothing. Like literally nothing. You didn't get any chocolate at all. And despite using pineapple juice for the liquid, mixing crushed pineapple into the batter, and also putting a sweet candied pineapple filling between layers, the pineapple fully vanished. You got texture but no taste. It was a nothing cake, 0 out of 10. Would not make again. Do not recommend. Those all sound like they rhymed. Good for you at the end. Thank you, Paul Hollywood. I'm kidding. It that I so I'm gonna say you're not the asshole for deciding to have two different cake yeah, for serving two different cakes. If you're especially if that you did that because you're on a budget. I do believe that you were a fucking psycho because you chose that flavor to serve to your guests. Um, I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of fuck uppery. Maybe they had an accident before they had this wedding. Maybe they I don't know, like had an epiphany and really wanted pineapple on a pizza. The other person really wanted like chocolate on something or whatever, and they kind of just forgot and then went with it, thinking it was a great idea. I don't know, but you crazy, you crazy bitch. Like that, you were an asshole for serving that to the guests, and you deserve every fucking mean thing that they said because of
Yeah, I want to say I'm gonna agree. Not the asshole in the fact that they wanted to have two cakes. They definitely need to go to culinary school or just pick up a fucking cookbook.
maybe they should just
Um,
taste what they served.
yeah, but like definitely I agree. I don't think they're the asshole at all. I just think they're stupid.
Yeah.
I think that they were just like, oh, pineapple and chocolate. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
And then they served it without having any idea of like how it actually tasted.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just like, "Oh, everyone's gonna love this." They mentioned something about vegan, but like,
Yeah, the
I'm pretty sure
vegan one had
vegans don't
like
even
vanilla
even
and
so that much.
buttercream with rosettes, and that's what he, he sent with them. With the pastor. The pastor was vegan, and he couldn't eat the dinner that they have. So wait, wait, this doesn't also apply buttercream. He can't have that if he's vegan. Butter?
Buttercream from yeah, butter.
That's
Unless
from
it's like
cow.
vegan butter, but yeah, unless it's vegan
Oh
buttercream, but
please.
that, I don't even think that vegan buttercream is a thing.
But I don't know. But like, bruh, like your title should be different. This alone is misleading, you little bitches.
It is misleading.
You should have titled this properly. You should have been like, "Am I the asshole for serving chocolate with pineapple chunks, pineapple chunks cake to our guests at our wedding?" That should have been the title.
I
Because
want Gordon Ramsay to read this and then get his opinion on it.
oh my god, Gordon Ramsay, he's definitely not fucking around over here on Twitch, and definitely not here, not one of the people who are like watching the channel. But if he ever does come across this Reddit even, which is more
Tag
likely.
this clip, tag this story, and get Gordon Ramsay's attention, people. Let's get Gordon Ramsay on this. Let's get Gordon Ramsay on a episode of Pre-Canceled.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, that'd be
That would be
hilarious.
weird. That would be so fucking.
Oh my God,
Oh my god, I cannot. I'd
that would
probably
be
like. Oh my
so
god.
cool, though.
Oh my
Be
god, it
so
would be.
cool.
I'd like. I would. I would totally pretend to be stupid just so he can call me an idiot sandwich.
I don't even need to pretend to be stupid. I would just be like, "Hey, Gordon, here's what." I would just tell him what my palate
You
was as a
fucking
child.
donkey!
I made when I was a child, so my tastes have matured a bit.
Mm.
When I was a child, I had reheated pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars, reheated, sandwiched, and in between the sandwich was a barbecue beef ramen bowl that I made. Basically, just got top ramen. I cooked it properly, and then I drenched it in freaking Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and then I made Mountain Dew syrup encrusted bacon, and I sandwiched it together and I ate it. I'm pretty sure my kidney shouldn't be shut down. Like, oh my god, the amount of shit that I ate as a kid, and I was just like, oh, great, this is delicious. Like, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't, like, my body needs to be mummified for science.
Mm-hmm.
Just being like, how did this affect this person? It's probably why I'm stupid. It probably drained the brain cells. It's just thinking of the idea. Reheated pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars. Oh, sounds great for dinner. No, let's also add ramen. Hey, you know what sounds great with ramen? Barbecue sauce. You know what sounds great with that? Mountain Dew syrup. Oh, you know what sounds great with that? Bacon. Let's add it all and make it into a somewhat of a MacGyver fucking sandwich.
Do you want to go back to that K Allen show with the potato salad with the wieners thing?
I am so down for that. Like, that dude is funny.
No, but
Oh,
next
child.
Thursday. Our Save the Villainous is Wednesday, by the way, right? I believe.
Yeah, you said Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Well, because yesterday was Wednesday.
Wednesday is okay. Wait, okay. So, are we doing that on Wednesday or Friday the next week?
It would be my Wednesday because it would be my Wednesday. So I think that would work out.
Yes.
Because Friday, no, we don't have anything planned for my Friday. Your Friday is going to be the played up, but my Friday is going to be different.
What's your Friday?
My Friday, I don't have anything planned.
We will change that joke. But So let's. You want to do this and then just leave it because we're 2 hours and 34, and I think this
The
could be a
last
good
thing?
one. This last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. We can plan for another. We can plan for another judgmental.
Well, I don't know about judgmental, but just something else maybe. Like I don't know. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Well, you want to read this one, and then that's the last one.
No, I'd say we save it. Because am I the asshole for calling out the volunteer church organizer after her awful actions after she made my daughter-in-law cry? That sounds like a good one to start.
Okay, fine.
Like the one that I went on a 30-minute rant on.
All right then. We'll save this then. All right. This
By the way, I apologize. I did not mean to go on a rant earlier with that. Like
no.
I wanted to speak my piece, but oh my god, I spoke so many pieces that day that at that time.
You went
I
off, my good
those
sir.
those people who like weaponize their children and who are like that, just like it sucks. Like it almost makes me think like I would rather be an orphan than to have a parent who weaponizes me. Like I would rather grow up without knowing my parents rather than know my parent but they weaponize me against someone else. Like I hope she had a wake up call because Jesus Christ, she's terrible.
She lost out on a good thing because of
She
her
did. She
fucking
lost
mouth.
out. Yeah.
What?
And then to incite, not only do you go into someone else's home and you try and demand that they love someone else's kids more or just as much as they love their biological kid when they haven't known each other that well. You two weren't even married, you were engaged only because he got you pregnant. And then you're like, okay, well, you're gonna give them the same amount of money, right? No, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, well, you're gonna give them their room, right? No, I'm not gonna do that. Well, no, I'm not gonna do any of those things. It kind of seems like you traded your dead wife for your child. Like
I like
I don't incite violence against anyone, but there would be a backhand so hard. There would be such a hard backhand. I would have the indent of her cheek on my finger. Like that is just so fucked up, especially when you know the history and like. Well, I don't think he stated why or how his wife passed. But like
that
even
doesn't
so,
even
you
matter.
don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter because you don't bring up a dead person's or a person's dead partner, or like
You don't insinuate that there's an incestuous shit going on unless there really is some incestuous shit going on.
Yeah, it's so fucked up. Like, and like stories like that really sicken me, and like it really like I would rather hear the period story, the period blood story over and over and over again while I'm eating spaghetti than just than ever hear that other story again. Like I like ugh. Like
No.
yeah.
On that note, guys, that is another take on Am I the Asshole? Like the judgmental zatsus that we have. It's so nice to finally get back into such things, and we're still gonna be. I think we still have the same category for tomorrow, right? I think so.
Category?
Just chatting.
What's tomorrow? Oh, for the
Mm.
podcast. Yeah, I think well, I think it should be. I think it'll still be. I think it should. Well, I think they have a category for podcasts.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But like,
We'll figure it out.
yeah.
But
so,
you should definitely come by. You should definitely come by tomorrow for the debut of Pre-Canceled. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Just as a fair warning, I'm gonna warn people right now. Like, you thought we didn't have a filter now.
Ooh, it's gonna be
Tomorrow there
bad.
will be no filter.
It's
Tomorrow
gonna be bad.
there is. Let me just preface the point of the the birthing stone of pre-canceled. It's called pre-canceled for a reason because we are already preparing ourselves to get canceled. Like just the takes, and I mean, mind you, everything that we're going to be saying is just our opinion. So if you disagree with it, that is fine. You can disagree with it, and we will, we ain't going to view you in a different light because everyone sees things differently. Unless it's just like, oh, well, this person should, whatever, whatever. But like, if I have an opinion against something and someone in chat has a differing opinion, like, we can talk about it if you want. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold anything against you. Don't hold anything against us.
Mm.
Like it is a thing for us to vent frustrations on, and if you agree with them, cool. Ask or like tell us why you agree. If you don't agree with them, tell us why you don't agree. But it's really getting into how the world used to be, and
Mm.
that's kind of like if you want to be cheesy and say it, that's kind of like the mission statement
Yeah.
is with pre-canceled is bringing the world back to what it used to be, where we can have disagreements, but at the end of the day, we can still be friends.
We
Like
will.
just because I disagree with someone with a take that someone says doesn't mean that oh, they're my immoral enemy or I have to get rid of them. So it's kind of pre-canceled is a lot of things. Preparing ourselves to get canceled. It's a revert back to a better day,
We
but it's also
bringing it
kind of just
back
a
to the
middle.
time when people had a spine.
Oh yeah, bring it back to a time when people had a spine. I love that. We're gonna put that in. That's gonna be the tagline. Um, but it's also just giving a middle finger to the wolf to the cancel culture movement. Like,
Yeah.
cancel culture has been running the world, and it needs to fucking stop.
Mm.
And this is our way of giving our middle finger to the cancel culture movement.
People be made of glass. They're too sensitive.
Oh
They're too
yeah,
brittle. Y'all need a
yeah.
rude
People,
awakening.
yeah, no, people like sticks and stones may hurt my sticks and stones, but words can never harm me, and that really needs to be fucking true. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there are some words that cut real deep. Trust me, I've had a lot of words that cut deep,
Oh yeah.
but at the end of the day, like it could take you a minute, it could take you a second, it could take you a year. Eventually, you'll move the fuck on. Who knows? In 5 months, you might not even know who King of Magus is, or who knows? In a year, you might not know who Empress Rogue is. Maybe we go to be super successful and we change names. Maybe we, maybe I quit streaming entirely, and Rogue gets partnered with Niji Sanji
Why would I?
or one of these big
Why are
YouTubers.
you doing this?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, at the end
Why
of the
do I get
day.
partnered with the Black Kurosanji group?
Well, I was just saying, like, cause if either the two of us were put, it'd be like, oh, hey, which of these two do you think would better suit professional VTube studio? Uh, there's one Empress Rogue, and then there's this guy.
No.
I'm just saying, you didn't spend 3.5 hours talking to basically yourself. Like,
What?
yeah, during my stream today, I basically was just talking to myself
I do that though.
for
What?
3 hours.
I do that even when I'm not streaming.
That's that's just because you're psychotic.
That's true, but that's why I'm also so bloody entertaining.
Yeah, I'm not the entertaining type.
No,
I'm just the person where I'm talking to myself. King, why are you talking to yourself? I don't know. It passes the time. Why you gotta be so sad? Why you gotta be so lonely? I don't know.
you vibe off of my psychotic nonsense, and then you're
Well,
like,
yeah, you've heard about my mother, right?
you've heard about mine. We
Yeah,
got
you're kind of border
issues.
on. Yeah. Anyway,
We got issues. So yeah, so
yeah.
if you like the kind of like banter that was happening in here, you want to see more, you want to hear more, you think you got a spine and you want to test it out if it's a little rickety there or you can take it, or you really a fucking masochist and you want to get hurt, be our guest. Go watch at VSC_syndicate, where we are going to be showing our debut episode of Pre-Cancelled. Yeah, that's the title, Pre-Cancelled, for all of you motherfuckers out there who really need a rude awakening in their lives, cause bitch, cancel culture needs to be stopped, and
What will
the
be
real
our
shit needs to be
discussion
done.
for tomorrow?
We're gonna be talking about artists.
Ooh, artists.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear about artists and get your and hear some of our opinions on art nowadays,
Or
and
about artists in
possibly share your
general.
own, yeah, and possibly share your own, swing by. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We definitely and just to preface, we're not going to be naming names. We are pre-canceled, however, that we still have to have a bit of respect, even though these people have pissed us off quite a bit.
Yeah, and they don't
So-
deserve respect at all. But since I have heard, like, recently, well, I have heard it plenty of times before, but I was recently told off again by an ex superior of mine that sometimes we have to be professional and be the bigger person. So even though they really deserve to be canceled and put out of business, we're going to be protecting them by hiding their identity.
Well, I didn't even think about it like that. I just thought, hey, if we say their name, it's just going to bring more attention to them, more attention that they don't deserve.
I was hoping to. Part of me wanted to name drop and be like, hey, maybe we could avoid them. And maybe, like, shame them a little. Yeah, be my guest. Here's the name right here. No, I'm not gonna do that. No.
Hey, can I get a name? $5 on PayPal.
Yeah, we got, yeah,
one
we should.
one sub, and we'll drop the name in a whisper.
No. Actually, you know what? You're right. Think of it as saving yourself from future scams. Okay? When we talk about someone, we're not gonna tell you guys, no matter. We are not going to say it out loud on live stream what their names
Wink,
are.
wink.
We are,
Wink, wink.
however, we will, however, be willing to part with said information if you give us some money. We also need to live. Drop $1, tip us, and the name is so fucking. You get that
meme is
name.
hilarious. I love that.
Oh, you thought I'm memeing? No, I'm not. I'm not. Like, $1 to save
Oh.
you from future scams, my good sir. And if you
Wow.
think that's a scam, no, it is not. It's think of it as you protecting you paying us for protecting you. You're welcome.
Oh man, yeah, I would have gladly traded $1 to not get scammed, especially since I've been scammed out of quite a bit of money.
I have protected him. Right?
For the most part, yeah.
See? Like I protected him from this scammer. So if you want to be and what kind of art have you been having recently due to my so expertise?
Pretty good art.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how fucking great the information is we have. So don't be afraid to drop that $1. It's only $1, a US dollar. It's Benjamin. So don't be afraid to drop that so we can drop that information for you. And don't you even fucking dare to share that with the rest of the crew to scam us out of that $1 for everybody else, my good sir. Be selfish for a little bit.
Be selfish for a little bit.
What?
Just a little bit. Don't take all of it. But
I
just a little bit.
Like, I am not really, like, he can't go all like, here, I'll pay for the $1, and then he'll say like, ooh, hey, and then he'll comment it on chart. Don't be like that,
Yeah.
bitch. We will ban your
Don't be like
ass. I will ban your ass and then name drop your ass on the stream. I was like, look at this little fucking hole right here. Oh yeah? Yeah? You like it, huh? You like getting canceled now, punk? Report me! Report me! Sorry. I get passionate. No, I'm totally nice.
I'm totally not insane.
I'm totally not insane. Anyways, if you guys want to see more of the psychotic tendencies that I have, or the totally neurotic Mags over here, who totally doesn't have anything weaponizing, to bring to the table,
I mean,
be
just
sure
given the passion that I had for that one story today, I
Mm.
have a lot of
yeah, no, like, no, we're very passionate in our, mission to cancel culture. But yeah, you know what? You guys want to see something like rude and fucked up, and possibly going back to the 2000s where everybody was fucking a-okay to take a joke, and everything didn't have to be posted on Twitter for all y'all to see. So there we go. That's my piece. That's his piece. Make sure to check us out tomorrow. For real. And
Oh, yeah.
anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Yep. All right. We're gonna be
Hope you all
talking
have an
about
amazing
artists.
rest of your
Yep.
night. You stay safe, and
Yeah.
we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. We're gonna be talking about artists. So bring your stuff on. We're gonna be talking about art, and then we're gonna be talking about commissions. We're gonna be talking about artists, plural. The legit ones, obviously, because we need to fucking feature these people. They need to earn their dough, and they need to earn more money, like us.
Oh yeah.
And then we
Hey,
need
I'll be right back.
okay.
Go on my dog's inside.
Well, I'm closing it already.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Please stay safe. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. What else he said, and then yeah, and more. So stick around, come out, fuck around, and find out. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Check us out tomorrow, not on my channel, at VSC_syndicate for the debut episode of Pre-Cancelled. We're gonna be missing one host, and if you're gonna be watching this later, Jedrack, I love you. We love you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone.
Bye bye. 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 Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. I'm not gonna raid. Ha ha ha. Go fuck yourselves. Ha 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 ha. Bye 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 bye. Seriously, get out!